Not answering questions in chat, only answering questions that are actually asked. Wait a minute, we got somebody. Hi, Broken.
Hi, Trick.
How are you, Broken?
I'm good.
What question do you have for me today, Broken?
What was your favorite game of 2018 and why was it Doki Doki Literature?
That's a very aggressive question because it came with an answer. I do think Doki Doki was fun to stream, but it was not my favorite game of 2018. Sadly. My favorite game in 2018 was Metal Gear Rising, as you saw from my top 10 video, because that game was fun as fuck. I felt like an anime meme lord, and I got to cut shit up. And I thought it was fun to stream too. And it was also one of the moments where I was like, okay, I may quit this game, and then I decided not to be old Trixler, and I became new Trixler. I became the caterpillar that decided to force myself to beat games, and so that's why it's one of my favorite games of 2018.
So follow-up question, what game did you regret not playing in 2018?
Game I regret not playing? God of War, actually. God of War, because I only played it for 2 hours, and I think it's an awesome game. Just for some reason, I had such a hard time streaming it that I just stopped. I don't know why. So I'm hoping to rectify that when I play it soon. When it's actually one of the games for February, so I don't know. We may dabble in it, we may play it. But I think God of War 4 was a game that I was sad that I didn't play all the way through.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Broken. Thank you, man. Someone had to get out here and ask the first question. I'm glad it was you. You're a nice dude. I like you being around. Alright, next! Hi, Realisticus.
Hello, Trick. How are you?
I'm good, man. On a scale to 1 to 10, how real is this question you're gonna ask me?
It's a pretty good question. If
Yeah?
you could go back in time and play one game when it came out, what would it be?
The day it released? Or just
Yeah.
play it over again?
No, like a game that you were like, man, I really wish I could relive that as old Trick right now.
That's an
Without
interesting
knowing,
question.
you
Huh.
know.
I don't know, actually. Because last year the game that I wanted to play day of 1 was Spider-Man, and I did play that day of. A game that I would have played the day of it coming out. Damn, I don't know. I guess I would have played, if it was for the good of my stream, I would have played Fortnite or something the day it came out. I did like play it for an hour, and I was like, this game is shit. No way it'll be strong, because it had like RNG Bloom in it at the very beginning. So I kind of wish I did stick with it, because there was a point where I enjoyed Fortnite, and if I had actually just played it the week of, maybe it could have helped blow the stream up or something. But I don't know. Other than that, I've been pretty happy with the games that I've played. What game do you think I should have played the day of?
Oh, I was thinking like something back in, your childhood. But
Oh, that's totally different.
yeah.
Dude, I wish you guys could have seen my Halo 3 gameplay. Holy shit. Like, I was so good at the game. There are not many times in life where you feel like you just know everything about a video game, and Halo 3 was that game for me. Like, Heroes is a close second, but Halo 3, I wish I could have streamed it at its prime when I was playing that game literally every single day. So, that's a good question, man. Now I'm all, like, reflecting on Halo 3 and wanting to play that game again. Ugh, it's a perfect shooter. Perfect shooter.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Have a good rest of your day, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, buddy. If you guys want to play Farm together, by the way, the server's open. You can join in. Halo 3 and stream coming soon? That would require me to have an Xbox, and that would require the game to have a population. And it doesn't have that anymore, sadly. Hi, Sinark.
Hey buddy, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you, man?
Living the dream.
The dream? Tell me about your dream. I want to hear it.
I just got a 3D printer the other day, and so I'm sitting here watching plastic make shapes.
Wait, you actually have a 3D printer?
Yeah, I just got it all set up, and my very first thing I printed was a little 3D dog. It was cute.
That's fucking cool. Send me a picture on Twitter or even here in Discord. I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture in a few minutes of it.
Is this like a rude to ask? How much did that cost?
Oh, dude, they're so ridiculously cheap now.
Are
And
they?
they're really, yeah, they're easy to get into now. So sub $300.
That's
you can get
it?
Something that's really respectable that can
Dude,
print on an 8x8x8 surface.
that's actually kind of cool. All right,
Dude,
what was
you
your
could
question?
print boobs if you wanted to, and put them together.
But they're plastic. You can't like. You
Come on,
can't.
buddy. I'll be with you in a couple minutes, okay? I know, but in life, some of them are plastic too.
Okay, what's your question, dude?
All right, so I have multiple of them. Sorry, Kid Aggro.
That's okay.
Yes, buddy, go ahead. So whatever happened to you? You never gave a reason. When we used to sub or resub, you used to wiggle your finger at us, and
Yeah.
so you used to like finger the subs. Like, why did you stop doing that? Did you just find it cringy, or did you just? I don't know.
I found it repetitive. That's all. Like when you do stuff as a streamer, you get into this weird rhythm where you're doing the same thing over and 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 over. And I just got tired of the rhythm of doing it. I also am a weird person that I hate when people expect things from me, and it got to a point where people expected me to drop the finger, and so it kind of lost its charm for me as a streamer. It's kind of a weird thing that I have that I wrestle with, where like I just hate doing the same thing over and over. So I just dropped it one day. Just kind of like sometimes I drop the webcam, or sometimes I don't. Sometimes I say the same jokes. I just hate being repetitive, and the moment someone points out that I'm being repetitive, it gets into my brain a little bit. So it's more of a me issue than it was the actual action. I didn't think it was cringy. I thought it was kind of funny at the time, but just kind of lost the joy of doing it. So I don't know. That's just kind of how that went down.
You're the only person I ever paid to finger me. That's almost disappointing that you stopped.
Siddark, you're so funny in voice. What the heck, dude?
So my other question is because I don't know, and maybe I missed it in the gap. I didn't watch you for a couple months. Life got busy. But what actually did happen to Hamper? Like, is he gone? Is he just packed away somewhere?
It's kind of tied with like the breakup that I had. So kind of not like thinking
okay.
relationships, but
Yeah,
he's-
that's respectable. I wasn't sure.
No, yeah, no, cool. Yeah, he's just at my old place, and I never got to move him. So he's just either there or not there. I don't know. I actually have no idea where he's at anymore. But yeah, just lost him in the move, pretty much.
Okay. Last
Yeah.
question, I promise.
Okay.
Your three celebrity, your top three celebrities for, that would be on your free list. If you were to be married.
If I were to be married, what do you free list?
Yeah, well, your list of if I ever get a chance to sleep with these three people.
I'm allowed to, even if I'm married.
Right.
Interesting. Well, Scarlett Johansson, auto pick, 100%. Taylor Swift, probably number 2. Number 3, I feel like it would be Mila Kunis.
Johnny Depp.
Sure, Johnny Depp, man. We'll make Johnny Depp be our third, 100%. Only if he's in makeup, though. Like, he has to be in full Captain Jack Sparrow attire, and he has to be doing the accent the entire time.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Tim. I appreciate it.
Thank
we
you,
shall
man.
talk again someday.
We
You're
should.
very deep.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh, God. I had no idea Sinark was so fucking funny. Oh, man. Not bad question so far, chat. Less trolly than I thought it would be. Less trolly. Good job, Sinark. That was
Hey
good.
Trick, how's it going?
Hi, what's up, Crushinator? How's StarCraft going, man?
StarCraft's cool. There's about 1 million things to learn, and I know about 2 of them, so
Every time I see you post that you're streaming it, I want to play it. Every time. But then I remember I suck at it again, so I don't want to play it.
I think most of us suck at it. That's kind of the beauty.
Yeah, that's the appeal of it. Is you can just grind and make the little things better over time. What race do you play, by the way?
I'm Zerg right now.
You're Zerg right now?
Yeah.
Zerg's the best race. I like their tempo and being able to figure out your larva injects and such. I'm assuming there's still larva injects. I don't know if they automated that or not.
Nope, that's still a big part of it.
Yes, and get your creep spreading. It's so fun once you get that rhythm down. Okay, anywho, sorry, I'm taking
Yeah.
over your question time.
Just for a stream question, I was wondering, when it comes to your streams, do you take an active approach to like being interesting and engaging, or is it just sort of something that you naturally develop as you stream?
I think it's something that you kind of naturally develop. I think at first I was a little bit more focused on community, but like it changes. It's so weird because like this is a question that's hard to just give you a straight answer to, because for a month or two I'll just be super interactive. I want to talk to everybody. I want to know about their life, and then I'm like, okay, I've asked enough about people. I don't want to be the creepy streamer guy that knows everybody, that knows everything about them. I'm gonna focus on being good at a video game, and so like I'm doing that right now with Apex. Where I've been less interactive and more focused on gameplay. But then I start to realize people are mad that I'm not as interactive, so I have to figure out how to balance the two. So it's a balancing act. I think the most you can do if you are trying to be a streamer, as I know you are trying to do that, is you just feel what's natural, and then you try to maybe get a little bit better in areas that you feel weak, but not force it too much, because you'll just tire yourself out. So I just kind of go with how I'm feeling for the month, and then when I realize I'm having a weakness, maybe I change it up for a couple weeks, be a little bit different, etc. So just be you, and just keep an eye on what maybe you could work on, and try to push it occasionally, you know?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, dude. Good luck in your streaming and stuff, man. I know you've been keeping up with it. I know you have a schedule, which is like one of the biggest things that a lot of streamers probably could be doing to get better at being a streamer, you know? Just being there on time and being there consistently for whoever is showing up.
Yeah, I feel like I've put in a lot of work to the peripherals of streaming, and less on the making it interesting and just, you know, putting out good content.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing that I want to try to focus on, and less about, you know, the overlays look good, just, you know, how are the levels, things like that. I want that to just sort of be background while I focus on how do I produce something people want to watch.
I think that's actually my friend Dread, I think, has that problem, where he wants everything to be perfect, and I don't think everything's going to be perfect in a live stream, ever. I think you can strive for perfection, but I think just starting your stream and going is more important than trying to have the best stream possible, especially when you don't have thousands of viewers, right? Like, just focus on the 5, 10, 100 people that you have, and then from there just try to level up over time. Like, even for me, like, God, I've been needing a new PC for years, and it took me 2 years of streaming before I finally invested in that. And I still have needed better audio for 4 fucking years, and I still haven't gotten new audio. And it's just something that I think if you're just there, it's better than focusing on the perfection. So, I don't know.
Yeah. For me, it's like it's an amount of control that I know I have.
Sure.
Like, I know I can put in X amount of time, and the audio will get better, or the video will get better, and all that stuff, as opposed to the unknown of, will people actually show up?
Yeah, exactly. And that is the hard part about streaming. I think you just gotta keep playing what you enjoy. I don't know how you're doing in StarCraft when it comes to viewership, if you don't mind me asking.
Usually I'm around 2 to 4 people right now. I've got one person who's showing up really regularly, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping me out a lot.
Yeah, StarCraft is kind of a hard game to stream and grow viewership in. I don't know if you play other games, but it seems like you're a strategy guy. I don't know, I would recommend just jumping around a couple of strategy games until you find something that you just really enjoy. I mean, if you like StarCraft, then keep doing that, but maybe do like 2 hours of StarCraft and 2 hours of something else, kind of dig around and figure out what exactly people are wanting to watch. Because StarCraft just feels like a weird game to stream. But if you like it, you like it, you know?
Yeah, I've never really considered playing multiple games in one stream, but maybe that's something to try.
I tell you, man, streaming multiple games in one stream, especially if you ever get frustrated with StarCraft, and I'm assuming you might have days where you do feel like that, because StarCraft is one of those games, it feels great to have that new sigh of relief, be like, okay, I'm actually going to play something else, I'm looking forward to this, and I'll get back to the grind tomorrow, and then you feel that rejuvenated feeling because you're playing something different.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool, man. Well, that's all I
Alright,
got.
I'll let some other people hop in there. Shout
Thanks,
out to
buddy.
the Discord. Thanks for hanging out and entertaining me.
Of course, of course. Good luck, man.
Alright, see you around.
Hey, it's Noodle. Oh yeah, I forgot there's tractors in this game. Oh my god, I could be doing this. Look at my doggy, Tim. Okay, one second. Let me look at your doggy. This is... You actually printed that out. That's actually amazing. That's actually amazing. Wow. That's sick.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is really sick. Who am I talking to? Hang on, I have to close it.
Hello, Trick. Slur.
Oh, is this Cole?
Yeah.
Hi, Cole. How are you,
How
Cole?
you doing, Trick?
I'm
good.
alright.
I mean, my finger is hovering on the kick from channel button. This is
Thank you, Quiet Man. Thank you.
Alright, Cole,
I
what
had
do you
a-
got?
I had a question about burnout.
Mhm.
So, how do you prevent burnout specifically when you're streaming?
Yeah.
How do you prevent from getting too tired of a single game? I know you have been like delving into the variety streaming life a bit more, but how do you prevent burnout?
I don't think it is preventable. I think you just need to realize when you are burning out and try to figure out certain things that make you feel better. One thing in particular that I don't do well that I'm trying to do better at lately is just take days off or take time off instead of forcing myself to stream. Twitch
Okay.
is this weird beast where it feels like the more you put in, the more you get out of it. But I think you get to a point where you're putting so much into it that you're starting to hurt yourself a little bit. Where if you're live all the time, someone's like, oh, well, they're live all the time, I'm not going to tune in. Or they're live all the time, but he seemed to be a little bit off today, I'll go watch something else. I even feel like days where if I stream too much, I feel like my content suffers because I just quit trying to have fun. And I'm just there because I know I need to be there. So I think it's identifying it when it's happening and then figuring out what solutions are best for you. For me, recently, it's been going outside of my house and just being a little bit more extroverted, whether it be with like my roommate or going to the hot tub and relaxing a little bit, or going out and casting a Smash tournament, which is what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
So I think once you identify you're having burnout, just trying to find a different solution. Now there is the other form of burnout that you touched on, which is if you're gaming too much on a certain game, which happened to be with Heroes, where you become unlikable. And I just had to figure out what I wanted to do with that. Did I want to stream less and make sure that when I do stream Heroes, it was good content, or B, did I want to start switching games? And I went with the latter, and I'm glad I did, because I've been finding so many other games that I enjoy so much more that I get to share with people that want to watch. Now, obviously, some people only want to watch Heroes, and we make jokes about them being hotspots and whatnot, but I totally get where they're coming from. So I just quit focusing on them as much and focus on what I care about, and the people that do hang around, I try to make sure they're having a good time.
Okay. Thank you.
Dude, no problem, man.
That's some insight that I definitely needed. Other than like going out in the sun part, that's absolutely terrible advice, Trick. Don't tell people to go out in the sun.
Well, at least buy some vitamin D pills, at least, if you're not going to. Because, like, for real, the sun makes you feel better. Like, that vitamin D
Yeah.
being on your skin, it's actually kind of nice, so, I don't know. Try
I
it
knew
sometimes.
you were about that vitamin D life.
Yeah, man, I'm all about the D life. You know it. You know how I roll, Cole. You know.
Alright, thanks, Trick.
Dude, no, thank you, man. Look at Cole, chat. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Be nice to Cole, chat.
Okay, let's mute this.
Oh, it's other side. Oh, shit.
Alright guys. Here we go. What's up, Trick?
Hi.
Alright, so here's the first question. I got a couple. What about yourself do you feel is most misunderstood by your community?
Most misunderstood?
Yes.
That I'm not as outgoing as I appear to be. That I actually have, I wouldn't say anxiety about things, but I do get nervous about shit a lot. But I come off as confident sometimes because I need to. For the good of the stream, nobody wants to watch somebody that isn't sure of themselves. So sometimes I put on up front, just to make sure I get through the day, which is like, okay, it's fine, but it's something that I don't really show as much as I probably could. But I don't know if I should, to be honest, because I feel like that would be detrimental to what I bring to a stream.
That makes sense. Speaking of the stream, what do you feel is a common misconception about streaming, and what difficulties have you encountered so far?
Misconception about streaming?
Yeah, like as a streamer.
That it's easy and it's just playing video games? I wish it was just playing video games. Me just playing video games and me streaming are totally different things. I like to push the envelope when I'm not streaming. I try to be incredibly aggressive, learn the game in and out, feed over and over and over and over until I actually know the game. But when you're streaming, you can't just do that, right? Because then people think that you're A, ignoring them if you have an interactive community, or B, you just suck at the game. And it's like, no, I'm making a conscious effort here to become better at the game. It's just gonna take 3 or 4 days to grind through. What else?
That's respectable. So, speaking of variety, how was the transition going from HOTS to variety? Was it difficult?
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult if you look at the numbers around it. I think in my happiness measurement, no, not difficult at all. I look forward to streaming, and there was a good period where I was like thinking about just stopping, even though I had really good numbers, just because I wasn't having fun with the game anymore, and I felt like I was lashing out a lot on stream, whether it be at people that were talking shit in stream, or people that were in my games. I would just call them bad or whatnot, and I was really not liking that vibe that I was putting off. So I was trying to figure out what the answer was, and I think the latter of the option was a better option. And I think for the most part, I'm actually in a really good spot when it comes to variety streaming and being a full-time streamer when it comes to monetization, because I have to think about that too. Like, it's my full-time job. So I think overall it's actually gone over pretty well. Could be better, of course. There are things that would be a little bit more nice to see, or maybe more consistency when it comes to viewership, but I think overall the community that I do have is wonderful, right? There's not many people that get what I have, so I'm thankful for it, and I try not to talk about it too much because I don't want people to feel like I'm upset where I'm at. I'm actually really happy where I'm at.
I love it. Alright, so last and final question. Do you have anything that you would like to clarify about the direction moving forward with the stream?
Sorry, can you repeat that? There was music playing.
Do you have anything that you would like to clarify about the direction moving forward with the stream?
I guess, when it comes to beating games, I do have the intention to beat a lot of games, but I also am trying to find the balance of only playing games that I'm actually feeling. So there are some games that I may start and I'll play like 15-20 hours and then I just stop playing them, and it's not because I hate the game or because I don't think I was doing well in terms of viewership or whatever, but I just stopped playing it because I'm not feeling it anymore. I think I put out the best content possible when I'm actually really enjoying what I'm playing, or I'm invested into it. That kind of happened to me with Witcher 3. I think Witcher 3 is a really great game, and I enjoy the 2 quests that I did. It feels like 2, but it was like 20. But I enjoyed the quests that I did. But some people are coming back to the stream to watch the next quest or whatever, and so they ask for it on a daily basis. And I feel bad telling them no, but I'm only telling them no because I feel like I wouldn't be entertaining because I'm not into that game as much. And that happens a lot more than you would think. I think one thing in particular is we do these trailer viewership things every month. I actually just love that segment in general. Just watching trailers with the community. Like, it's so fucking fun. It really is. And then we pick a couple of games, and by pick a couple, we pick like 25, which is not possible to beat whatsoever. But we pick like 25 games because they're all games that look interesting, and I maybe beat 1 or 2 a month. And I'm trying to increase that to 3 to 5. But I guess we just need to realize that it's not a life-binding contract that I'm going to be beating those games if we do watch them. I just like the entire segment in general, and I'll do what I can to play them, especially if I'm into it. But if like a game like Apex drops and that's a week of content gone, like it's just how it is, you know. So I guess
I feel it.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds good to me. All right, well, that was all. Love your chat. Peace out, Trick. And,
Thank
if you have some
you.
questions.
Thanks, other side. This is wholesome AF, chat. I'm not even paying attention to this farming game, to be honest. Who's next? Do we have more?
Hi again, Tim. It's
Hi, Sonar.
your old friend.
Welcome back.
Thanks. My kids don't want to talk to me, but I figured you will.
Your kids don't want to talk to you. How many kids do you have?
I have 3, 7, 9, and 23.
23?
Yes, sir. 23.
Wait. I'm sorry. You had a kid 12 years later? After your first one?
Yes. You know, there's a story behind it, too.
I'm sure there's a story. Is that a story you want to share or not?
Sure, yeah, it's fine. So,
Okay.
My first son I had in like senior in high school. So anyway, I work in like a big Fortune 500 company, and all these guys are like old fogey people in their 40s having kids.
Mhm.
And I'm like, ha, I'll be 40 and my kid will be the hell out of the house. I'll be free.
Yeah.
You know, I did this early. And then, you know, a couple years go by. My wife says, hey, we're going to have a baby. I said, who?
Who?
Yeah, so anyway, we started over. I have no idea why, but yeah, there are a couple of gingers running around looking to steal some souls.
Wait, you're redheaded? And you got
Yes.
redheaded kids?
Yeah, isn't that weird, man? It's like I got 2 out of the 3 kids are gingers, and I'm a ginger as well.
Wow. Quiet Man's into that, to be honest. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I don't even know if they're mine, but I don't know. They have red hair.
I mean, yeah, probably a good chance they are. Are they as
I
funny
did
as you?
visit the US a lot, so.
No, they're pretty dry, to be honest with you. I'm not actually a big fan of the 2 youngest ones. They're kind of boring.
Are you kids hearing this at all?
No, I keep them locked up upstairs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty smart, honestly.
So, Tim, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you call a row of people lifting mozzarella?
What?
A cheesy pickup line.
Good job. I like it.
Okay, and then another one that I thought of too, just because I can't give you just one, I have to give you 2. There's
Okay.
nobody else waiting.
Okay, I'm ready.
So this one was good enough that when I thought of it, I even put it on Reddit. Of course, I never get the credit I deserve on the internet.
Yeah, that's just life, though.
But I'm gonna get some right now. Why did the stone leave the quarry?
Why did the stone leave the quarry? Why?
Because he was taken for granted.
Hey!
Hey, bye, Tim.
Bye, Sinark. What a nerd. Jokes count as questions? I mean, if you really want to. If you really want to, man. Is Realisticus back again?
Yeah.
Look at you
Round
guys.
2.
You got cojones. Alright, next question. Let's hear it.
So, talking about like stream stuff, what is it like having like chat know a lot about you, and you really only know, you know, a very small amount about any single person in chat?
It's pretty hard, to be honest. Especially events when people come up and they're like, "Hey, I'm so and so from chat," and I'm like, "Hey," and they're like, "I never talk, but I'm this person," and they bring up things about my life that I'm like, "Oh shit, did I talk about that even on my stream?" Which is a little bit awkward, and I don't feel like I have as much to give back in the conversation, so that's kind of hard. Other things too, it just I think some people kind of dig into my business a little bit more than I would like, whether it be private, whether it not be private. And I know it comes from like a place of good, right? Like they're not there to try to ruin my day or whatever. But there are a couple people that can be assholes a little bit. In particular, I don't know if you guys remember Mr. Light Knight 69, but him and his little squad of Twitch villains for some reason found my Facebook and like dug through my first job when I was a kid, where I worked at a gas station, and they just kept bringing it up on my stream for like months, and it's like, why does it matter? I was actually proud of that job at the time. So I guess I just have to, I learned from that lesson is like I have to kind of hide things, just so they can't be Googled or be used against me, which makes me a little paranoid sometimes, especially on like Twitter or things that might be coming up. Like I learned a lesson with my last relationship not to talk about my relationship ever on stream anymore. Because when there's a falling out or an argument or whatever, it could blow up in my face a little bit more than I would like, and then I have to talk about it when it could be a fresh wound that I don't want to deal with. So there are things that I'm now more careful with, but I can understand why people are interested in some of the things that I care about with my life or things that might happen in my life, and I appreciate that they do care, but there are times when I just need privacy, and so I guess my best question or best request is, hey, if I say I just want it to be personal and I don't want to talk about it, just quit pushing, you know? And as long as people respect that, I'm cool with them knowing things.
Yeah, that's fair. Where do you draw that line to where you're, you know, like a real person with qualities and not just, you know, Twitch guy? You know,
Yeah.
because I'm sure there's a line.
There's a line, but it's like, how do I tell that to the viewer, right? I think I'm just honest with it, and if there are things where they pop up, it's like, guys, listen, like, this is something I don't want to talk about. As long as respected, it's fine. I think for the most part, we have a pretty good community. The only time that I've ever had issues with that is whenever the viewership gets above like 800 or 1,000, and people are kind of just pushing the envelope. But I think with our like 200 to 300 viewers, it's not an issue right now. And I'm learning as a person to also just be like, no, like, I'm just not going to talk about this, just deal with it. I felt like I had to like respond and point out or say my thoughts on everything just to make sure the correct thoughts were out there, but I learned that even if I did do that, people would still have their own opinions about certain matters and push the envelope in their own way. So I just kind of quit responding to things, and I'll just keep always repeating, hey, listen, here is a line, just kind of deal with it, because that's all I can do, and just not care about it. Because if I care about it too much, I just wind up getting in my own head, which is just human to do, you know?
Yeah, do you think that was like a growing up as a person thing or growing up as a streamer thing?
A little bit of both, right? Like, you get older and you become more mature about things, and life becomes life. Yeah, so I think it's kind of an issue with both. I think being a streamer has taught me a lot about being a person. I had PR training before, but I've also have had to learn how to just be myself on a stream. So being able to meld those two has just made me a better person overall, I think. I'm honest, but I can also be kind if I need to be. But there are also times where you need to be a dick. And I've learned that I'm just gonna let my dick side show. Not my actual penis, because that's against terms of service, but the aggro side of me, I need to just throw it out there to put people in their place, because they need to know, like, where we stand sometimes. And I guess kind of building a little bit further in your question, this is a part that I struggle with, is what is the difference between viewer, friend, acquaintance, and where that is, because some people kind of watch our stream and they assume that we're best friends because they do know everything about me, but I know nothing about them. And that's also a thing that I kind of have to figure out how to be like, hey, listen, like, I am thankful for you subbing to my stream. I'm thankful that you're being a part of it. But you need to realize that my personal life is my personal life, and we're not best friends. We're in a spot where, sadly, you are a sub to my stream, but I'm giving you entertainment, and that's kind of where it ends, sadly. And I don't know how else to push that without just telling you the honest truth, which is that's where it ends. And if it becomes better than that, like, there are people that I have become friends with in our stream, like a lot of our mods, or a lot of people that I've met at BlizzCon, but that isn't an open door policy for everybody, and that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah, how do you deal with those personalities that sort of assume that they are, you know, besties with Tim, Trixler, Frazier?
Sometimes I just ignore them, which is probably not the correct answer. If it gets pushed too much, then I let them know in a DM or a private message them. I'm like, listen, I'm just a streamer. Like, you gotta remember that. Like, I'm here to give you entertainment, and I'm here to make you laugh, but that's where it kind of ends, you know? And I think for the most part, a lot of people understand that, and I thank people that understand that and respect that. Because I'm not here to tell people and be a butthead towards people, but when I have to put my foot down, I'm glad that people do respect that. I really haven't had too many issues with people saying, oh, well then fuck you, I'm out, you know? They go, okay, I understand, maybe I'm being a little bit pushy here. So just kind of let the relationship be natural if we do become friends outside of what I am doing as a job.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'll end on an easy question. I love umbrella drinks. What is your favorite umbrella drink?
Dude, I talked about this drink last year, but it's Strawberry Fields Forever. I have not had a drink like that before, but it's literally just a strawberry flavored vodka, I believe, mixed with strawberries that are actually floating in it the entire time. And it's got a nice little minty taste on the top of it. It's so freaking yummy. I need to get one soon, actually. I need to get one. What about you?
Yeah.
What was your favorite drink?
Ooh. So umbrella drinks, it would have to be like probably a pina colada, because you can't go wrong.
That's so
But-
simple, though.
I'm a simple man, Trick.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
No, but if you've ever had a daiquiri straight up, not the blended, but a daiquiri straight up, super refreshing, super delicious. I highly recommend it.
The frozen one, or just like a natural drink?
No, like straight up, no blended, no frozen.
I don't
it's
think I
made
have.
with ice, but yeah, it's super classy, and it tastes like an umbrella drink. It's the best of both worlds if they know how to make it, because everyone goes to the blended version
Yeah. No, no, I am not. I'm an adult male, and I want my non-blended daiquiri, please. Okay. All right.
But yeah, check it out.
I'll give it a try. Thank you for listening,
Alright.
Kiss.
Yeah, thank you.
Tim with an 18-year-old girl, what a surprise. What would be a great 18-year-old girl, okay? That would be great. Alright, do we got next questions? So we got more? Hi, John Cross, by the way. Hey, look at Leo Pup build. Oh, this is cute. Look at this.
I'm gonna treat myself today. I want to go to a nice stream.
Sheth! What's up, buddy?
Hey, hey,
All
Drake.
right.
How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you, Shethy Poo?
I'm doing great today. Feeling pretty good,
How's the lawyer life coming around?
dude. It is hard, and
Yeah.
like, I just wish I wish you could go to law school and just like hang
No.
out and like have fun with it too. It's fun if you have friends that you're like, all right, we're gonna suffer, but we're both suffering. You know?
Oh, yeah, it's like Hero League. Okay.
It is actually it's not bad. Hero League. It's not bad. Hero League is better.
Hey, you're going like full robo on me right now. It just cut out completely. Maybe try repeating that. Spiky Chris! Thank you for getting John Cross.
So if you handled Hero League for years, right? You could handle law school easy.
Maybe I probably could. Maybe. We would get it done.
For sure.
Dude,
I mean, yeah, easy.
I just don't want to do homework. That's my issue, if I'm being honest with you. You know?
I understand. I mean, I'm out eating right now, so I can do homework. So I can avoid doing homework.
Oh, is that why you're so robotic? Are you like online on your phone or something?
Yeah. I'm at like a Korean barbecue place.
Oh. You're eating Korean barbecue and you're on the internet? What are you doing? Why aren't you just enjoying your barbecue life?
Well, I don't have the meat yet, so I'm waiting.
Okay, fair enough.
If I had the meat, I would not be on this.
I have to do the whole weight thing. Alright, what's your question, Shethy Poo?
Alright, so here's my question. There are 6 different types of meat I can order, but I can only order 3 of them.
Okay.
My options are brisket, pork belly,
Okay.
teriyaki chicken, spicy chicken, chicken, and seasoned squid. Which 3 should I choose?
Brisket, pork belly, and if you're feeling like a lazy person, you can get the spicy chicken, but I would probably stay away from that at Korean barbecue. Do they have it's like a marinated meat. Bibimbap? No, not bibimbap. What's it called, chat?
Bulgogi?
Bulgogi. Get bulgogi, but have that as your third finisher, as you don't want to get that sauce all over your meat. You're dying on me. I'm losing you, chef. I'm losing you.
Destruct died.
I'm sorry. Bulgogi is like its premier. It costs too much. It's too expensive.
Then I guess just go with the chicken. Go with the spicy chicken.
Okay. Alright.
I'm gonna assume that you said that you love me and that I'm your favorite streamer because you're just dying completely. We have lost you. You are full robot.
I'm gonna swap him out for someone else. So we
Chef,
love Chef.
I love you. I can't hear you, but I love you. Bye. It sounds like he's just a drowning robot.
Amazing.
Aguila, what's up, dude?
Hello.
Hi, how are you, friend?
Doing pretty well.
Yeah?
Indeed.
What question you
Going
got for me,
watching
bro?
You. Alright. So just from all the games you've played in general, not necessarily streamed, which
Yeah.
is the hardest one you've played that you've also enjoyed the most?
The hardest game that I've played that I've enjoyed the most? Metal Gear Rising. I thought that game was really freaking hard. But that's a question or an answer I've already used once today. I will say I enjoyed Celeste a lot, even though it was freaking difficult. And I also think Doki Doki was a really hard game to play because it's not in my wheelhouse, but I enjoyed the stream element of it. I liked really interacting with chat. I enjoy the being in the know, but not like telling the streamer the entire time thing that was happening with chat. I experienced that yesterday with Lauren. So I think Doki Doki is actually one of my favorites, but it's probably an experience that I wouldn't want to try again, just because of how difficult it is to read on stream, man. Reading is so freaking hard.
And from games that you've played as a child,
that you thought were either very easy or very difficult, which ones do you think would be flipped now, basically?
Games that I thought were hard when I was a kid, would they be easy now that I know how to play games?
Or that were super easy back then, you think would be more complicated now?
So I didn't play many games when I was a kid. I was kind of the guy that just like played Halo and that was it. Kingdom Hearts was the other series that I played, and I like dabbled in others. I will say Kingdom Hearts 2, when I replayed it on stream, I was surprised at how hard it was compared to what I remembered. And I don't know if that's because I just had infinite time when I was a kid. Like I would play it every morning before I went to school for about an hour. Or if they just ramped up the difficulty. But it was definitely more difficult than I thought it would be. Let's see. I also played StarCraft when I was younger. It's kind of was one of my windows into casting. So if I played StarCraft now, I would probably feel really slow and feel like I just could not keep up with people. Because I used to be a master / high master, and I dabbled in it for a little bit on stream actually. Gosh, I don't know, 6-8 months ago. And I just remember I was playing against Plats, and these Plats were better than I remember any master players being. So people just continuously are getting better at that game. So I think StarCraft would probably be another answer there.
Cool.
What about you?
Ooh, what about me?
Yeah.
Well, just in general, platform games, I feel like back in the day, while challenging, would probably be considerably more so today.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just me thinking to reflexes, or because now I'm on PC and don't really touch a controller much. So
yeah. It's also a patience thing, I think, too. When you're a kid, like, you just, okay, I can figure this jump out. Whereas, like, an adult, you don't feel like you have as much time, so you're just rushing through it all the time.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's generally what it is. I've moved away from kind of games that are easier with controller versus now where I enjoy games that are easier with keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
So, I guess open world aspects, not 2D games anymore, side scrollers.
What about Tetris?
Tetris is still pretty good.
Have you played Tetris 99 yet?
I saw the announcement for that. I haven't tried it.
Dude, I never realized how many freaking tryhards there are in Tetris. It's not pretty. It's not cute.
Yeah.
You're getting beat by
Classic
like
game.
mothers and fathers of like 14 children, and they're just casually playing a game of Tetris, and they're just stomping you in the game. I quit after 3 or 4 games. I just quit. I couldn't do it. They're so good. Awesome, man. Any other questions?
No, that was pretty much it. I was just kind of looking to see your thoughts on how the gameplay used to be difficulty-wise back then versus now, and how things change as you grow older.
Yeah, it does change. All right, well, thank you, Aguila. I appreciate you always being on stream, man. One of my favorites. Don't tell anyone else, okay?
Very well, then.
All right, later, buddy. Dude, I got rocked in Tetris, chat. I played it off stream because I wanted to see what it was like. I played 4 games. Literally 4 games. And I got, like, 4 people attacking me while I'm playing, and they just drop all these Tetris squares on me, and I just gave up. I just quit. I uninstalled that shit off my Switch. Hi, Sia, what's up?
Hi, Trek.
How are you, man?
So, I'm pretty good. I'm just enjoying Lazy Sunday, and I've got a half day off tomorrow, so I'm enjoying it.
Does that mean more Beat Saber time or nah?
I hadn't thought about it, but maybe.
Okay.
I fixed my sensor so so they're not losing track of one of the sabers anymore, so it's fun to play again.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have this issue with your Oculus, but one of my touch controls, with the battery in it corrodes really quickly.
Oh, it's weird. You had a new
Okay,
controller.
I might have to. I think it's my right one that does it.
Yeah.
I opened it up and said battery low, and there's corrosion all in it. The other one was perfectly fine.
What the
So that may be
fuck?
something you need to. I don't know.
Are you
So
using
may need to
cheap
watch out
batteries
for that.
or what?
No, they're Duracells, man. Which, I don't know, maybe they're cheap batteries, but I've never had issue with Duracell before.
Yeah, you should definitely get that checked out. What if it explodes in your hand while you're playing Beat Saber, dude, and you don't realize it?
I don't know if corrosion does that to batteries.
It
That
does.
would be most unfortunate. Oh well, shit. I need
just
to be more on
science,
top
man.
of it then.
You know?
Okay. Well,
I know
here,
these
I'm gonna
things.
check it real quick while we're talking.
All right, what's your
No,
question,
okay,
bro?
no corrosion. So you went back home to the Midwest recently, and I was curious because I assume you were meeting up with friends. It doesn't come up that often in your stream, but you once had a fight club.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if when you went back home, if you, you guys had another fight club while you were there.
That is not what it's occurring when I head back there.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
I think you're missing the opportunity.
I don't think I'm as good a shape as I was back in the day, so I can't really do as much wrestling, and I'm kind of vulnerable. Like, what happens if I get in a fight and I punch somebody and I break my hand? There goes my job, you know? So.
That's a good point.
No more fighting. But no, I've been going back and visiting some friends. There's a couple friends in particular that I've been hanging out with that I just kind of missed, and it's kind of cool to rekindle our old friendships.
Oh yeah, definitely. I get that, especially. In this day and age, it's easy to maintain contact with people that you've moved away from. But I mean, you still miss them. You still want to go see them. So.
Yeah, definitely. And also another thing too is like it actually kind of helps my stream. I feel like a little bit because I leave for like 3 or 4 days. People get to catch up on VODs, and then I get completely rejuvenated. Like because I go out there and I have no PC near me, so I have to like fight through this weird addiction that I have where I'm like, oh shit, I need to be streaming. I need to be there. I need to be working, and I don't have an option to stream out there. So. Somehow, like, I don't think about it. I get to just be myself and relax and catch up on TV shows. So.
Right, you're actually on vacation.
Yeah, like, it's great, and so I love it.
That's important for recharging, and maybe this is more of an off-stream comment, but something that I've always worried about for you is you go so hard on the streaming. It's like you do 6-7 days a week of, like, 12 to 14-hour streams. I worry that you're going to burn out.
Yeah. Well, it's been stopping a lot recently. I'm now set a goal for 48 hours a week. I'm hitting that goal. I'm not going too far off of it. And yeah, I know it's definitely a thing, and you've probably experienced burned out. You've seen me at my lowest. You guys have talked to me about it before, so thank you for being great mods.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But yeah, it's definitely helpful, and I now if like I ever have a window to go for a 3 or 4 day vacation, I've been doing it. Maybe a little bit too much recently, but I have one more trip planned this weekend, and then I don't have anything planned for a while, so gonna do that,
nice.
And then come back and keep streaming.
Awesome. Well, I hope the trip this weekend is good. Are you going back home or are you going somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm going back home and just checking out barbecue. It's now become like a tradition to like, I'll go back home and I'll hang out with one of my friends on Friday night or Saturday night, and we go to a place called Jose Peppers, which like has this amazing espinaca dip that I love, and so it's becoming like a weird like little tradition when I come back in town. So I'm looking forward to that. And
it has a what dip?
It's espinaca dip, which is like a queso dip that Jose Peppers makes with like spinach and red tomato sauce mixed in a little bit. It's very, very yummy, and you don't really get it anywhere else, which is kind of interesting. I thought it would be something I could like to have delivered to my house, but nope. So I go back home and we get some chips and we eat the queso dip and we just have fun and talk about our week.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I hope you have a great time.
Thanks, man. We'll get your battery fixed so you don't lose your right hand, okay?
Yeah, I checked them while we were talking. They both seem fine now. I'm just going to have to check them more and more often. It might be because I just didn't use it for a little bit, but
yeah.
I don't know. One of them has always been a little wonky, but I think I've got that fixed now. So
good.
Definitely going to keep an eye on it.
Okay. Don't lose your hand.
So, I definitely don't want to. I'm a programmer, so I care about my hands as much as I care about yours.
All right. Well, thank you, Sia.
Yep. Thank you, Trick. Talk to you later.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
All the mods in here are awesome, to be honest. Yeah, except for Quiet Man.
I can't believe that Sia missed the opportunity to ask whether you were beating with your friends in the basement.
He messed up, dude. He
Yeah,
misplayed.
Missed opportunity.
He misplayed. Wait, is that Crushinator again?
I'm back.
He's back. What's up, buddy?
I was hanging out, enjoying the stream.
Good, good. What was your favorite question and answer segment so far?
Favorite question and answer segment so far? Hearing Synarch's story was pretty...
Synarch's fucking hilarious. He like says hi in
Honestly,
chat and says like one line, maybe? I don't see him talk that much. I didn't know he was so funny.
Yeah. I busted out when he said not a fan. That was fucking hilarious.
What question you got, man?
I was wondering, what was your first game console growing up, and do you think it affected the kind of games you like now?
Interesting. So I didn't actually get to own a console until the Xbox 360, but my dad did have Super Nintendo. I believe they had the Atari as well, but I wasn't into gaming as much back then. And I think he also had the PS1, so I actually watched my dad play a lot of games. And then I didn't actually experience my first video game console, I think, until the N64, in which I went to my cousin's house, and they had GoldenEye and Super Mario 64. I didn't play Super Mario 64, but I did dabble in GoldenEye, and I watched them game a lot. I was kind of like a, I guess a premature Twitch viewer. I just watched all my friends and everyone play video games. The first game that I actually, what was the first game I actually played with like the intention of beating? I think it truly was Halo 1. Yeah, I think it was Halo 1 was the first one that I played. So the Xbox controller. I used to be that console fanboy. I would fight PS4 or PS2 back then. I would fight PS2 users and tell them how awful their console was. I was a bit of a toxic Xbox fanboy. Just played all of the Halos. I think I played Shadowrun a little bit too, and Shadowrun I think is one of those games that kind of got me in the idea of like different classes and whatnot. But sadly, Shadowrun just died off as a game. So then I went into Halo 2 and Halo 3. I don't know actually. I guess the biggest change in my life would have been probably StarCraft 2, because that's when I first started playing PC games, and that's kind of opened up this whole world of PC gaming for me. And when I started moving into streaming and whatnot, so I guess even though I started with the N64, moved onto the Xbox, I think the PC was the biggest change in how I perceive games, because that opened up a lot for me.
Okay, that's cool.
Does that answer your question? I feel like I didn't answer your question. I feel like I rambled.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Just, yeah, personally, one thing that I feel like I missed out on in terms of just game culture was PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Like all the JRPGs and stuff.
Oh,
like, I just
yeah.
didn't do any of that.
Dude, my friends played Final Fantasy 7, 9, all that stuff. They would always be talking about them, and I just never like got on that train until Kingdom Hearts. And I kind of wish I did, man, because everyone talks so fondly about Final Fantasy 7, but did you ever play that game at all?
No, I missed
Yeah.
all of Final Fantasy. The only ones that were close, I played Fire Emblem because that was on the GameCube.
Yeah.
And I played Golden Sun because that was on the Game Boy.
Okay, yeah. So we just missed out on that entire life. And to be honest, I don't think I ever fully experienced a full JRPG until Ni no Kuni 2. And what was the other one? Dragon Quest 11, and they were fantastic. And I think everyone should play a JRPG, because like I think the moment you play your first JRPG, it becomes one of your favorite games because they're so fleshed out and they give you so much of a storyline. You can spend countless hours in those worlds. So I think you need to get on that train, dude. You need to pick something up soon.
Yeah, just pick one and go with it.
Yeah, just pick
Sounds like a
something.
good idea.
You know, like get some recommendations, friends. I've heard Persona 5 is really good if you just want something to spend hours in. But it seems like everyone kind of naturally enjoys their first JRPG. Wait, you should play Kingdom Hearts, dude! That's what you should do.
Ooh.
Are you gonna go?
That could be the one.
That could be the one, dude. Everyone loves Kingdom Hearts, unless they hate it, but they're wrong, so it's okay. Totally okay. What consoles do you have?
Well, my first one was Nintendo GameCube. I played, oh jeez, tens
Animal
and
Crossing?
tens of games on that.
Tens and tens.
Animal Crossing. Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't say hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Just weren't that many games. I played a lot of Fire Emblem. One I played actually a ton of was Need for Speed Underground. Did you play any racing games? Are you much into the racing?
I'm not much of a racer. I don't know. I feel like all driving mechanics in all games sucks ass, you know? And it's not me as a player. It can't be me. So it must be the games themselves that suck, you know? I've actually have not really dabbled in racing games except for, I guess, Spyro recently. But I heard Underground was
there's the
fun.
two kind of types, right? There's the, there's the ultra realistic ones where the second you turn, your car rolls over. And then there's the ones where you just bang it all over the road, running over cop cars.
Yeah.
I like the one.
Yeah, that one sounds fun. That one sounds way more fun.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to drive realistically ever in a video game? I don't get it. I want to race people, but like shoot them with missiles and stuff. That sounds so fun.
Much better.
Like Twisted Metal. Apparently that game is really sick, but I've never played that one either. And it's too old to play nowadays. And Spork.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's
Fun
Mario
fact,
Kart.
There was a Star Wars version of Twisted Metal back in.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was like based in some weird arena thing, Jabba the Hutt.
What? Did it do well?
I don't think so. Hence why no one knows speaks.
I need to play more driving games. Are there any good driving games that have come out recently? I wouldn't mind trying to give them a try.
Forza Horizon, I think, is considered pretty good.
That's like the
yeah.
realistic one though, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
One of the
driving.
Forza series is realistic, and one of them is less so. I can't remember which one Horizon.
Horizon's the more cross-country, less track racing stuff, but it's still more like the more realistic.
Oh,
driving,
okay.
compared to, like Mario Kart.
Are there any like dirt bike racing games? That seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
What, like track or?
Yeah, like I don't know, you get like a motocross or
I think
something.
there was one recently.
Yeah, I feel like I would play that. That'd be a lot of fun. We should do that. Someone recommended that in March. A racing game. Yeah, it's quiet, man, talking. Alright, Crushinator, you got anything else, man?
That's all for now.
Alright, well, thank you, buddy.
See you around.
Later, playa! Quiet Man is quiet. He's a quiet guy. Dirt was a game, I think. Kind of open world driving. Maybe we'll also try that. Oh shit, it's Spiky Chris! Let me hear your insults with your real voice. Let me hear it.
Fuck's sake, what are you doing feeding Tim? It's so fucking shite. What are you on about?
Okay.
I should not spell it.
Monka TOS, Monka TOS!
It's actually not as bad in person. That's actually, it's like a playful voice. Reading it, I read it in my voice, so it sounds worse. Yeah.
Scottish accent. We're
Yeah.
nice when we're being mean.
Yeah, the accent makes it worse. Yeah, I gotta turn you up. You're a little quiet. Secondly.
Fair enough. I have 2 questions and then a game.
Okay, go ahead.
So the first question is, how long did it take you to get used to the EU and versus US humor? The EU audience and our humor is very different.
It took me a little bit. I feel like now that I've learned both Europe and North American humor, I feel like North American humor, not humor, I would say North American feelings get hurt a little bit too easily. Kind of, I roll a little bit now when people get upset about things. So I feel like I've kind of been spoiled in that regard, especially hanging around Caldor. Like, holy shit, the way I like perceive or jabs or comedy anymore, like some things don't faze me. And 2 years ago, I would have been heavily offended, right?
Yeah,
so
people think Germans don't have any humor, but their humor is just really, really, really dry.
it's really dry. Caldor is actually fucking hilarious. It's just really, really dry. And the funny thing about Caldor is when he thinks he's funny, he just starts giggling like a little boy, and I just can't stop laughing because he thinks he's funny. He's not being funny at all. But anyway, enough about Caldor. My perception on humor and insults and stuff have changed dramatically since I've learned the European ways, I guess.
Or since I've joined chat.
Yeah, since chat's changed a little bit. Like, it's actually really interesting, because if I'm playing a frustrating game, I try to dodge them in the morning streams, because I get more jabs than normal from the European audience, and at night, people are a little bit nicer, and like, oh, you can do this, they cheer me on, which is more my American audience, so I kind of, like, strategically pick games to play at different times, because of how different the audience is.
The biggest difference between the EU and the NA streams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, but
They're nicer than us.
It's interesting perspective for sure.
Right, for my game, you're going to need to open your
I have to open my game?
No, your whispers.
My whispers?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to send you the name of Scottish towns, and you have to try and pronounce it.
I have to try and pronounce this?
Yes.
Kyle of Lacloche?
I mean, it's not Welsh, so...
It's Kyle of Lacaush.
Kyle of Lacaush?
Lacaush.
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 Kyle of Lacaush. Okay, nailed it.
I have 3
Is this
more.
how they come up with place names in Warcraft?
Yeah, pretty much.
Austin
You
Shush?
should pronounce Scottish place names.
Austentosh?
Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan?
Yeah, that's right, actually, yeah.
That's a city. That's a town.
I have a really weird, like, deja vu memory of Trick saying that word before.
Auchentoshan.
Oh, I don't know why.
It's a kind of whiskey, so it might have been a conversation about whiskey.
Maybe. Maybe.
Right, 2 more.
Octormukti. What the fuck? Octormukti? Yeah, is there anything?
Octormukti.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything showing in these whispers. That's bad, right? I'm just gonna pull this up on screen so people can see these words. Octormukti.
Octormukti.
Octormukti. Got it.
No, it's never gonna fucking happen. And the last one's my hometown.
Your hometown, okay. Milningavu.
No, surprisingly, Milgai.
Milgai?
Yeah, just Milgai.
What?
The phonetics is Milgui, but for some reason it's spelled Millengavi.
If it was in English, it'd be spelled like this. Milgai.
Milgai.
Milgai. Milgai. Oh. Cool.
Just ask him to say Loch. Yeah, can you say Loch?
Milgai. Say Loch?
Loch?
Loch? Loch?
Yeah, everyone's seen my private messages to you, Tim. Come on.
I told you they weren't a big deal. There wasn't anything on here.
Yeah.
You were talking about dinosaurs and shit.
About Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah, to Jurassic World and stuff. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, Xeno. What's Xeno sending you, hey?
Yeah. Milgai. Got it.
Does Xeno get the special messages? I'm reading chat now.
Interesting.
Right, anyway, those are my questions.
Okay, well, thank you, Chris. It's good to hear your voice. Bye, buddy.
Is anyone else disappointed there wasn't a 6-year-old involved?
A 6-year-old involved? Yeah, where's the child to say hi?
The child is sleeping. Next time you do one of these, if he's up, I'll get him out.
Okay, I'll think about it.
He's spoken on Karen's stream.
Did he?
He spoke to Karen a couple of times.
Good old
Yeah,
Rennie.
but Karen's nice. Like, Trick's just a meanie.
I am a meanie. I
You
am.
have to tell Tim to not swear.
I swear sometimes. I do.
Yeah, like what was it? Every time you play Apex, you keep going on about getting fucked in the ass.
I don't know where that came from, honestly. Like, I don't know where I picked that up.
It's a surprisingly common theme in people playing competitive online first-person shooters.
Yeah,
They
interesting.
really love the butt sex. Really love the butt sex.
The butt sex gets you through life. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Nearly broken PG-13, Tim.
That was in it 2 years ago. Anyone bringing that up?
I have one more question before I go, actually.
Okay.
See how I think your language has changed a bit since you've been streaming?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd put it bluntly, you swear a lot more. Did your friends notice when you went back home that you were swearing more?
No.
No. Fair
No. I think that's kind of a thing of where like you're doing ongoing commentary, and so you just kind of just say words, and sometimes those are cuss words, especially when it comes to frustration.
I will say, just jumping in, having met Trick in real life, he swears a lot in real life.
Oh,
He
apparently
probably
I do.
swears less on stream. Yeah.
Damn. Well, that sucks
I
ass.
never swear in real life,
Yeah.
honest.
I don't know, like I don't know. I started streaming and I just started cussing a lot more. I don't know what it is. I used to not cuss that often, especially I guess because I'm not in a professional environment anymore.
It's because he started hanging around with Caldor, and he swears like a trooper.
Oh yeah, maybe it was Caldor. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I don't know. Things change in life. Different people you hang out with, whatever. Sometimes Cuphead broke you. It was Cuphead. Cuphead's the reason why I broke. I don't know.
I thought it was Reddit.
Sometimes I do hear clips and I'm like, holy shit! Like I need to tone down, and then I'll go through a couple days where I tone down. And I guess I don't know. I just don't have checks and balances. I guess it's when you're a streamer, you're by yourself and you have your chat, and like your chat tells you things, but sometimes you ignore your chat because your chat tells you things that you don't care about. So it's just weird. The weird conundrum that you have to figure out. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
To be fair, it's probably good for your mental health.
Yeah, it probably is. It is. It really is. Thank you for recognizing that. Awesome. Well, it was good talking to you, Chris. Thank you, buddy.
Bye.
You don't blame Cia for everything anymore? You can blame Cia all you want. We're getting some questions in. Okay, this isn't too bad, chat. This is alright. I thought it would be worse. Where's the hard-hitting questions? Oh shit, other side's here.
All right. No, these aren't hard-hitting questions.
Okay, okay.
These are gonna be more relaxed. Okay. First off, will there ever be a cooking stream? Yes or no?
I want to. I do. I've been waiting for a wireless headset from Dignitas, and like, not to blame him, I can just go buy one, honestly, and I just don't do it. But I do think I'm pretty entertaining when I do cooking streams, and I have been ordering food and cooking a little bit more recently at home. The last time I actually ordered tacos to make, and I was just so fucking hungry, I didn't want to talk and like explain the whole process. I just wanted to cook it as fast as possible, so I just cooked all the tacos and ate them. So, I do intend to, and I think cooking streams are actually a lot of fun. I just need to just fucking do it, and maybe I just do it with a headset on instead of like a wireless one like I was hoping for. Yeah, I just need to do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I know that you said you're going back to KC. So how do you describe your community to those people?
I don't really talk about Twitch.
Well,
that
if you
much.
had to explain your community to somebody.
Whenever I explain Twitch to anyone that doesn't understand Twitch, I always tell them.
No, your community specifically.
What do you mean?
Like, how would you explain your community to somebody?
They're a bunch of bullies. That's what I would say. But kind-hearted bullies.
Oh my
They're
god.
a bunch of bullies that push it a little bit far too many times, but they're all kind-hearted, and if you actually had to sit down and have a conversation with them, they're all nice people at heart. But they're all here just to kind of bully a lot. That's it.
Okay.
Like,
what's some of your most memorable moments streaming?
Doki Doki was definitely one that I enjoyed. Not one that I would repeat, but it was a good time. God, the New Year's sub train, like, you guys almost broke me that day. You honestly did. I almost cried on stream. That shit was crazy, but I held it in like a gangster, because that's what I am, a gangster. What was another one? I think Bulb Boy. Bulb Boy was this rare case where, like, I randomly just got to stream a really, really fun game out of nowhere on the front page of Twitch, and it just did really, really well. It was really weird. Like, no one expected that game to be fun. We just randomly decided to play it, and it wound up just being a cool experience. And I think my latest favorite experience was playing Kingdom Hearts 3. It came out. It's a game that I waited for years. It's a game that I played by myself when it first came out, the first couple of games, and I just loved it so much, and I was actually really happy to be able to play the entire experience with a community that we built. That's a rare experience a lot of people don't get to be a part of, and I enjoyed that stream beyond belief. And I don't know when the next one is, right? Like, what's the next Kingdom Hearts 3 experience? And I don't think there's gonna be one for a long time for me.
Raptors going ham. All right. So let's see. For what in life are you most grateful for?
I mean, my stream? I don't know. Like, I often have days where I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm so happy to have what I have, you know? Sometimes I'm like a bit of a butthead on stream where, like, I argue with people. But what it comes down to is I'm just so grateful that I've been able to build what I have, and I'm able to live off of it. It's not the biggest stream in the world, but I have some of the greatest people surrounding me that I don't think I would trade for anyone else's stream. Even when I look at someone like Crip stream, I'm like, I couldn't live that stream life. You know, he's playing a game that he hates, but he gets 20,000 viewers, but they all mock him daily, and they all don't, like, know him that much personally. So I don't know. I'm glad with where I'm at, so I'm actually very grateful for the stream. I'm grateful for my skill in video games too. I'm just so fucking skilled that, like, it's not even fair to the rest of the world. So I'm glad that I have that in my hands. You know, it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see. Okay, what qualities make chat special to you?
It's actually the people that are here no matter what and say things that are just so mundane, but they put a Poggies at the end of it or a PogChamp, and that just makes my day so much. Like, even when I'm, like, feeding Celeste 20 rolls in a row, and then they're like, "First try PogChamp" after I beat it, like, it makes me so happy. It really does. So those people that, like, go out of their way to make boring things on my streams seem like they're epic, they really give me the energy to push forward. They really do. I think Laragon in particular does that a lot, actually. So thank you, Laragon.
Okay, so this is another kind of real question. Who are some of your role models?
In streaming or in life?
In life.
Ooh, I don't know, actually. I don't even know if I have any in streaming. I guess Dustin Browder was someone that had a pretty big impact on my life. The way that guy just talks about things, he can get everyone excited about it. And I was like, dude, I wish I had that power to be able to just enjoy something, whether it be epic, whether it be lame, whether it be super cool, and just make everyone around me kind of be excited about that content. I feel like Browder, even if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he can still make you feel like he knows what he's talking about, and that's a really cool skill to have, and so I enjoyed being in his presence. Someone in particular was actually my high school teacher, Mr. Hughes.
Shout out to Mr. Hughes.
Shout out to Mr. Hughes, man. I think I mentioned this on stream once, but he taught me a life lesson that has kind of stuck with me since I was 14 years old. The lesson was, I was in class one day, we were doing debate, and I wanted to play basketball. And I was like, hey, can I go play basketball? Just asked him, and he was like, yeah, if you want to, just remember you have to suffer the consequences. And I was like, what consequence? And he was like, oh, you might get tired. I was like, okay, thanks, Mr. Hughes. And so I just fucking waddled out of the classroom and went and played basketball. And the next morning I came to class, and he gave me a detention slip. And I was like, what's this for? And he goes, oh, you skipped my class to play basketball. This is what you have to do. Like, this is your payment for it, right? Like, you have to suffer the consequences of leaving a class and not doing what you have to do in life. And I was just like, wow. He just did it with a smile on his face. Like, he didn't, like, he wasn't yelling at me or anything. He was just like, this is what happens. Like, you skipped out on something that you were supposed to do in life, and now you have to pay for it. And the payment today is detention, but later on in life, it might be worse. And that was a lesson that kind of just stuck with me. Like, you don't get that much in the American school system, so that was kind of a really big, important time in my life that he really taught me a lot with only a few words.
Wow. Okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right. So, you can ask me one question. Now go.
I have to ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are you so nice to everybody in chat?
Because I love everybody. All right. Peace out, chat. Peace out, chat.
There it goes. Fair enough. Outside yells at me? Only because you deserve it, Raptor. You deserve it. Oh, hearts everywhere. Leo Pup!
Hi.
Hi, Leo Pup. Are you making dank food today?
No, we don't have any food, and I'm really hungry.
Well, that's on fork.
Like, I'm actually starving right now.
You should go get some food.
I literally don't have enough money, and it's snowing. And I think the nearest store is like a 10-minute drive in like busy intersections, and I'm not used to walking in a city, so I would die.
Okay, well, that escalated quickly. Sorry to hear that.
I know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
I don't know how to help. Oh my god, there's flamingos in my farm. Okay, sorry, go ahead, continue. What question do you have for me, Leo Pup?
Well, first off, how are you?
I'm well. You know, powering through
I
life.
feel bad.
Why?
Because I like watching your streams, but I've been so busy, I don't watch them, like, since I've been to the States. And I don't really know what you've been up to.
Chandra,
so that's
welcome
one
to Button
question.
Mashers.
What are you up to?
I've just been playing video games. I went through an Apex week. I beat Celeste the other day, and I started the Messenger yesterday. But don't feel bad about it. I mean, you're following the channel, and when you can show up, you can show up, you know? That means a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people, like, I don't know, you can't make every stream. That's just not plausible, right? You got your own life to fucking live. I'm just here when you don't have anything to do, and I'm here to make you laugh occasionally, and that's how you should look at it. And if you want to laugh, feel free to show up. And if you don't, then I'm not upset that you're not here, you know?
Okay, so, like, I'm having, like, a panic attack because I'm anxious in life, but, so I might just randomly shit out questions, okay?
Okay, shit them out. Make sure they're clean,
Okay. First one, okay, it's actually a normal question. What's your favorite, childhood memory?
Childhood memory?
Yeah.
Well, most of my positive memories are associated with negative memories. I'll tell you a really cool one I had is, and I started to become a little popular in high school because I met with a couple of people that were popular before me, and they like accepted me in their friend group, and I really enjoyed that. And one thing they were doing is they were all painting their bodies the school colors, which are purple and gold. And I wasn't really someone that was confident and really wanted to do that, but they convinced me to do it, so I did. And my body was purple, it was gold, it was great. I went out to the football stadium, and we cheered on our football team, and they won! They won by like 3 points. It was a really great game. But the negative with it is that I went home, my parents were pissed that I was all colored up and had paint all over me, and we got in an argument, and I moved out that night. And so that was one of my childhood memories that really changed who I was as a person.
I liked it.
Thanks. I'm glad to share it. It was a little bit
You know
more...
what sucks?
What?
I literally had like 10 questions and I forgot them all.
I mean, that's just life, man. Our brains don't work. They don't work that well. Just how it is. Undead, thank you for the 22 months.
When you were like a kid, did you have a lot of pets when you were like a kid?
I had a pet Pikachu. He was a hamster. But poor Pikachu died a really,
Aw.
really, 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 really sad way to die. He got out in the
Oh.
middle of the night, and we had an old heater that was underneath the trailer, and underneath our trailer was this like a fan that blew. It was like a big circular fan. That wasn't like a fan that you would think of. It was more of like a fan that had I guess if you were to look at it, it looks like a hamster wheel. And so little Pikachu got out and jumped out and started running in that hamster wheel, and the heater turned on, and he got bounced around until he died. And I had to go underneath the trailer and take his body parts out of it because my parents were mad that I let him out, and it was a sad death.
You want to know something cool?
Sure.
Well, when my sister was younger, she really wanted a hamster, right?
Yeah.
I think they were a dwarf hamster, so she got one, but she was a kid and she was like, I want two!
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't know the gender, and so they were both a male and a female, and they had babies.
Yeah.
And I think within 1 or 2 months, we ended up having 20 to 30 hamsters.
Wow, that's a lot of hamsters.
And they all ended up dying horrible, sad deaths.
Like what?
For sure, one of them was actually obese and just died because he was such a fat ass. And another one was starving to death.
Oh no.
And another one had a bunch of cysts all over his tummy or something, and he just randomly died. And all the others just kind of randomly died. I think some of them escaped and our cat ate them.
Jesus. Well,
Actually, wait. My sister also had. What are those weird black, like rat-like things? I don't remember what they were called.
Rats?
Because I'm dumb. No, not rats.
Gerbils?
Maybe a gerbil? I don't know. But she had 2 of them, and they were really cute, right?
Yeah.
And I was on my computer, and I suddenly heard a weird noise.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, whatever. And then I looked down, and my cat was holding one of them in its
Oh
mouth.
no, unluck.
And then I'm like, oh shit. And then I realized my cat like took the whole cage down. And then I look around, and I was like, why does it smell like dead bodies? And then I look in a corner, and there was another one like half eaten.
Oh no.
It was hard to tell my sister that.
Cats be like that sometimes. Get their grub on, you
Yeah.
know. Do you have a happy question or story to tell? Just for, you know, a little sandwich of happiness.
What's that place called? Oh yeah, what's your favorite Chipotle again?
What's my favorite Chipotle?
Yeah, like what do you get?
Oh, white rice, black beans, barbacoa, and carnitas with sour cream, cheese, lettuce, and a little bit of hot sauce on the top.
Dude, I think I ordered that and then I puked.
Great.
Oh wait, I was supposed to be happy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that didn't help
You
at all.
puked from happiness. It was all fine.
It was so good.
Okay, can you ask me a question and then I think I'll be okay.
All right, Leah Pup, what was your favorite stream of mine?
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Damn.
I literally have the memory of like a squirrel.
Squirrels
What
don't
do
have
you
memories.
play?
I don't know, man. Just do whatever. Who's your favorite person in chat?
My favorite person? I like Fangrat. He likes to Dan hum me all the freaking time, and he was nice enough to sub me for it. Like,
I think that's good people.
dude, he's like actually dank.
Yeah, a lot of people in chat are dank. Do you feel better now?
Sort of. I'm still really hungry.
You should consider ordering food.
Dude, I hope when my fiance gets home, he orders a pretzel pizza again. That was good.
I'm sure that is yummy. That sounds pretty yummy.
Oh wait, I have one more question.
Okay, last one.
Do you like pho?
Yeah, that's hella good. Who doesn't like pho?
I had pho for the first time, and it was literally magical and beautiful and delicious.
I mean, I don't think it was literally magical, but it was tasty.
It was. It was like rich. I think the only complaint I had was the noodles weren't chewy enough. But
They're
it
not
was
supposed to be chewy. They're supposed to be thinner. If you want chewy noodles, you
no.
get ramen.
But okay, maybe I should go there again and get ramen. I don't know. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I mean, they're both tasty. I mean, we like soups. Soups are good, you know?
Yeah,
Feel?
that's true. Oh wait, I have one more question.
Okay, go ahead.
This is just like a question, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any like suggestions on how to stream? I think I've been trying to stream and it ends really weirdly.
Just
I
start
think I
it.
talk too much.
Just start. Just stream. That's the only suggestion.
Okay.
Turn that shit on and
That's-
go.
That's a really good suggestion and I really appreciate it.
Don't worry, I got you. Changing the minds out here. That's what I do.
Yeah, you do.
All
Wait,
right.
one more suggestion.
Okay, Leo Pup. Go ahead.
Can you please do a cooking stream soon? I really like it.
Okay, I will try to. I will try to.
Promise me.
Promise. I'll do one. Do I have to do it before I leave this weekend?
Whenever you can, really. And can you make chicken fettuccine? That's really easy. Like literally Papega style kind of like level cooking. I promise. I can make it.
I will consider making chicken Alfredo.
Dude, you rock.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
I love you, Uncle Trick.
Alright, bye, Leo Pup.
Bye.
So we're just glossing over the fact that Leo knows what dead bodies smell like, right?
Just glossing over it.
We're just pretending that's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, what's up? Hi, Boss Blades. How are you?
Hey. Yeah, thank you for taking the time to come to this.
Yeah, no problem.
So-
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Well, how did you hear about this position?
You know, I was looking for something that could be a little bit more interactive. I feel like I'm not interactive with the peeps that I want to talk to, so I thought I would just apply. I wore this nice suit. I hope you like the bow tie.
Yeah. Well, I do. It's very impressive.
Thank you.
I prefer actual bow ties, not clip-on. So. but
Yeah,
anyways,
they're expensive though, and you know, I'm here for the job, so I can make money
here
to
at
buy your bow
Steamhouse
tie.
Brothers and Company, we really cherish our business here with the like we're as you know we're a non-profit profit businesses.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Try to establish a good connection with them.
Totally.
So why should we hire you for this job?
I just feel like I'm the right guy. I feel like when it comes to nonprofit, I'm really good at not making money, and I want to be able to help your business not make money, so I can make money. And I feel like that's a quality that not many people have in life. And on top of that, I think I'm pretty likable.
Well, what would you say are your greatest professional strengths?
My greatest professional strength is that I'm really good in interviews, as you can tell right now. I'm just really delivering when it comes to talking about words and whatnot. But I also am great at organizing pizza parties, which I feel like is needed in a business. Not only for the filling of the tummies of the people, but also for the morale. You know? People need to have a high morale for them to put out a great product that you're trying to give. And I can make that happen by just feeding them pepperoni pizza.
Yes, and well, as you know, we most for-profit businesses love to have pizza parties, and so
Yeah.
it's a great tax write-off for us.
Totally.
Being a non-profit for-profit businesses. So then, what would you consider are your greatest weaknesses?
Greatest weaknesses is I'm too good at things. It's really just an issue that I don't know what it's like to suffer, in life. I've lived a privileged life to where everything just comes to me. I'm very talented. I'm very needed in the workplace. And so when I fail, hopefully in the future, I'm hoping that I can learn from it. So I guess that would be one of my biggest weaknesses. My other weaknesses, maybe I brag a little bit too much about who I am as a person, but I feel like people need to know that what I bring to the table is the prime rib of the table, you know?
Speaking of prime rib, have you ever tried to make a prime rib pizza party?
I have not. That is something that I'd be willing to try and learn how to do for the good of this
What was
company.
the greatest pizza party that you've ever achieved?
Well, I once brought a birthday cake to the pizza party. The funny thing was that I ordered vanilla. I ordered a vanilla cake, and it wound up being funfetti. So everyone just had such a good time, and we had pizza and funfetti cake.
Where do you see yourself after 5 pizza parties?
Well, I'm hoping that after 5 pizza parties, I am calling it a day at the job, my normal 8 in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, working 12 hours, but I only clock in 8, just for the good of the company. And then I head home after eating my 5 pizza parties and hanging out with friends, getting it all cleaned up. And then I plan the next party, which should be next week.
Are you currently talking to any other non-profit for-profit businesses?
I gotta be honest with you, I am currently in high demand, but I was really attracted to what you guys deliver here. I am currently talking to 3 nonprofits, and I hate to admit this, but I am talking to one profit that is putting up a really good deal. But I'm hoping that you guys will be the one that pick me.
Yes, I'm sure that you're well aware of our competitors. Main one,
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza parties for kids with disabilities. But I feel like we can try to establish. How would you suggest getting the edge in this field?
In this field, what if like we stopped giving pizza to people? You know, just bear with me for a second. What if instead of pizza, burritos were the thing? You know, and not even like a pre-made burrito. People can come in and make their own burrito because we provide the ingredients for them to feel like they are in control of their destiny. You with me?
I'm having a hard time visualizing this.
Okay, just forget I
Can you
mentioned it.
describe what kind of burritos we'll be serving?
Well, obviously big ones, right? Like, you can't get the soft flour tortilla shit that's like super small and takes 2 folds to wrap. You need 4 wraps, you know? A big, massive one. Imagine... What? Okay, listen. This might sound a little awkward, but... Look between your legs. What do you see there?
Yeah?
What do you see?
A Murloc.
Okay, I'm done with this. Do you have a question?
No, man. It's,
Murloc? What the fuck? Who says Murloc?
I literally have a Murloc in my.
Okay. Alright then. Is that it? Are we done?
No, man. Just one last thing.
Okay, okay.
So you moved from the Midwest to out west, and I was just wondering if you have any like culture shock that happened to you.
Yeah, from the Midwest, everyone's very friendly and like knows each other completely. Business, residents, neighbors, everyone just knows each other, right? And if you don't know each other, that person's usually like fucking weird, right? And moving to the west side of the world, the culture shock was that everyone is very business-like here. If you can't help me evolve as a person, I don't need to talk to you. And that was pretty evident here in SoCal. Not so much with Blizzard. Blizzard's actually very, 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 very kind and a very different culture from everything that surrounds them. They're just nerd culture through and through. But like trying to go on dates and whatnot, it's very like, okay, I'm here to either get a relationship or to bang, right? Like it's one or two. So we need to be honest with each other and figure out that answer in 48 hours, which was a big shock to me because like back home, you would court a girl or a young lady for a good 2-3 weeks, and then maybe you would start talking about like what you guys want to do in the moment or whatever. I lost out on a lot of like early relationships because I just didn't realize I needed to speed up my process in life to match what's up here in SoCal. But then also work is just like, hey, if I'm going to have a work meeting, let's do a work lunch. I buy you lunch, let's talk about what I want in business, and let's see if we can get somewhere. Which was like a lesson that took like 3 or 4 months for me to figure out that you don't talk to people to try and get them to advance your career, you dine them. So a bit different in culture, but once you figure out that mix, it's not too hard to handle out here. Just everything's on fast forward compared to what I was used to in the Midwest.
Yeah, I moved from New York to Minnesota.
Oh god, that must have been crazy for you.
Yeah, I had people just coming out in front of like a Menards, just talking to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Just chatting it up, and I'm like looking around, like, am I being mugged?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going on here? Is this a diversion? No, they're just being friendly. Happened to me when I went back to Missouri a couple months ago. Is like I went and got Starbucks for me and a friend, and I was walking back with the Starbucks, and like one of these guys was on like a little golf cart. And he just drives up to me and he's just like, "Hey, did you get me one?" And I'm like, "What? What the fuck are you talking to me for?" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I forgot they're friendly out here." And I was like, "Nah, man, not today. I'll get you one next time." And like, I got back to my old friendly roots, but it's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, I work at Starbucks if you want any inside information. But,
Yeah, ice caramel macchiato, venti for cheaper, please. Get it worked on.
All right, Chick. Have a good day.
All right, later, buddy.
Bye.
That just happened. Murloc. Oh god. Chat, I don't think I've done anything productive in this game, by the way. I'm glad I didn't pick a productive game, because there was no way I could focus. Hi, Xerox!
Hey, Trick, what's up?
Nothing, man. What you up to?
Gonna eat after I talk to you.
Ooh, I'm hungry. I have to get food. Alright, what do you wanna talk about?
So, first question, do you miss having a main game to, like, you wake up and you know that's what you're gonna play?
Yeah, that's why I think I was kind of attracted to Apex so much, which is a game that I could grind to become better at over time. But yeah, I do miss having days where, like, I knew I had a plan. Today I'm just kind of, for lack of better words, freeballing my content a lot, and it feels a little weird. Not everyone's on the full journey. Those that are, thank you. But yeah, there are days where, like, I wish I could just go back to Heroes in particular and just be able to main game it, but I just get so frustrated with the state that game is in that I just can't do it to myself anymore. So I think it's kind of why I went overboard with streaming Apex for a week straight. And don't worry, I heard a lot of you guys, you don't like it that much. So I'm trying to figure out what the mix is, but I'm hoping that one day something hits that both the community likes and that I like, so I can just focus on enjoying myself and really having that main game experience again, because while it felt limiting at the time, now that I don't have it, I miss it, which is a weird statement to say.
Alright,
Do you miss main games? What's your feeling on this? This is actually a cool opportunity to hear from people with their voices.
I kind of do, yeah. I mean, I miss Heroes, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, rip Heroes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I liked Apex, like, so, but I'm terrible at it, so watching you play it is fun, just as long as we get some variety, too.
Yeah, yeah. What would be your dream stream? For an 8-hour block.
For 8 hours, I'd say 4 hours Apex, and then some kind of horror game, because I love horror games, but I can't play them because I get, you know, scared shitless.
Sure.
So watching you play a horror game is a lot of fun for me, too.
Okay. I actually like scary games. The problem with scary games, they just don't exist in a massive number. So I sadly just can't play them all the time. But when they do come out, gosh, Resident Evil was such a fun stream.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we get the Claire storyline soon.
I need to get her out of that. I do. I do want to. So okay, maybe we'll get some Resident Evil before I leave. Claire B. Cool. Any other questions?
What do you miss most about, you know, not playing Hero?
Miss about not playing Heroes?
Or miss from Heroes, I mean.
I miss the state Hero League was in 2 years ago, where it felt like the teams were semi-competitive. Both teams had 5 competent players, to where if I wanted to play a non-meta strategy, I could make it work because I knew my teammates at least knew the basics of the game and I could play around them. And that kind of disappeared in the last year and a half, and I honestly don't know what the answer was to that. I don't know if it's because skilled players stopped playing. I don't know if people got so good that my strategy just failed off, which I don't think was the case. Like, I would watch plays for days and make sure I wasn't just screwing my teammates over. Or if the matchmaking was flawed, and I feel like it's a kind of a mix of A and C there. But I definitely miss those days. I miss being able to, like, oh, I like this hero, let me figure out strategies today, and then if they fit, I can throw them in my compositions in Hero League. Like, it just fell off. I feel like I couldn't play anything else unless I picked heroes that could just fully macro and independently get kills, which there's only a few that are able to do in the game with that, so I definitely miss those days.
Okay. Last question. I know both you and Insom have both been kind of going hard on Apex lately, but are the co-op Tuesdays with you and Insom still like being talked about?
Oh
or
yeah.
Is that kind of just fallen?
Dude, I think we both wanted to play games. The thing with streamers is that we all have our individual plans and we all intend or mean to play with each other. It's just things just fall through the cracks a lot, and so it's just better to rely on yourself. I I was enjoying Borderlands actually a lot, and then Apex did come out, and then I think Insom actually has a feature in Apex a lot, so kind of just giving him space to become that player. Like I've even stopped pinging him to play with me a little bit because I feel like I'm actually a detriment to his goal of trying to become a better player. But I think we'll get back to it eventually, right? Like once he figures out his Apex life, we'll get back to the varieties. I think we both enjoy them. It's just schedules are hard to line up, and then I've also been taking time off, and I've been recording Oculus streams on Tuesday, which is what our normal day was. Again, just things popping up, but it's good to know that you like those streams. I'll try and hit them up. Like, for example, me and Walter have been trying to play Unravel 2 for 3 days now, and we just keep both falling through the cracks. It's hard on streamers.
Okay.
Cool.
Well,
Awesome.
that's
man.
all I got.
Well,
Thanks,
thank you.
Trick.
Thank you for the questions, man. Thank you for being here.
Yep, thanks.
Ensom is Apex. He actually is Apex. Blonde Duchess, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it, yo.
How's it going, Trick?
Ixbix! What's up, dude? I gotta ask you
Not
a question, man. How big is your wiener?
It's up there.
Cause you fucking carry the stream sometimes. Like, I just need to let you know how much I appreciate you as a person. Like, thank you so much for what you do, and I hope that I give enough back to make it worth it for you. Like, seriously, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Definitely.
I'll stop groveling. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I got a couple. If you could have any sponsorship behind your stream, which sponsor do you wish you had?
Oh god,
Obviously,
Chipotle in a
after
heartbeat.
Dignitas.
Oh yeah, of course Dignitas. But if Dignitas could sponsor Chipotle and myself, oh my god, life would be perfect. Could you imagine if they could give me 1 free burrito a week? Ugh, God, I love burritos. So probably that. I think Zions would be my second follow-up, but I do appreciate Mountain Dew. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it. Maybe like a pillow company, because I want a nice, comfortable pillow. I have a hard time finding really good pillows. So being able to have a company that sponsors me and just gives me a few pillows until I find the one that I want would be perfect.
Interesting. Guess I would have never thought about a pillow.
It's just because right now I hate my pillow. So next week, ask me a different question. It would be a different sponsor. All right, next question.
I think everybody in chat needs a few tips from the Trick School of Driving.
Of driving? Hold W, man. Just like running, man. You're gonna make it work. I don't know, dude. Like, when I play driving games, I feel like the physics make no sense. Because in real life, I'm a good driver. Like, I'm pretty chill. Like, I go the speed limit. I don't crash. I don't get in accidents. I'm just going, you know? But in, like, games, everyone's fucking flying off ramps, and, like, you hit a rock, and the next thing you know, you're flying 200 miles. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to be a bit more patient in driving games, but I think holding W is a way to do anything in life. And once games figure out how to allow me to do that, I'll be the best driver on Twitch. 100%. That's a promise.
Look forward to it.
I look forward to it too, man.
That was my last one. You got any more for me?
I have a question. What do you do for a job? Because I feel like you're a stats guy. Like, when I'm playing Diablo, you're just like, oh, this number is this good, this number is that good, and you should wear this item. And then like DBD, you just got fucking everything memorized. Like, are you a smart like dude?
Yeah, I like numbers. I'm a finance manager for Microsoft.
That makes sense.
So, very analytical.
Okay, so you like all the numbers. You're the guy that when we come over to your desk, you actually have an Excel spreadsheet up because you actually care about the numbers, not because you're trying to hide something from your boss.
Yeah, I don't have the fake Excel sheet that
Damn.
hides March Madness or anything.
I had that.
Doesn't work for me.
He's Bill Gates over here. Awesome. Want any other questions, man?
No, that was it.
Alright, well thank you for being you, dude. I really do appreciate it. Seriously.
Yep, have a good one.
Later, buddy. Xpix a number guy. Knew it! I knew it! Xpix hides his stat sheet with March Madness, not the other way around. Actual fact. Hi, Zeno.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's Nico?
He is being furry and laying on the bed right now.
How much do you love that puppy?
Very much. I've only had him for like 3 months.
He's your little baby, man. I see pictures all the time, dude. He's such a cutie.
He ate his bandana though, so I was kind of mad about that.
He ate his bandana?
it does good when it lay against him, but anytime it would like kick up, he'd just start chewing on it.
Puppies, dude, they just chew on shit. That's all they do. It's crazy.
He's a little asshole sometimes.
Alright, what question you got, man?
So, why are you so bad with the schedule?
With schedule? What do you mean?
Like, for streaming, for... I know you kind of answered the games one, because when something pops up like Apex.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, you're god-awful with schedules. That's all there is to it.
I feel like I'm actually pretty decent with schedules. I think my duration in streaming is pretty bad. I used to be a 7 o'clock in the morning streamer. And that changed because I quit casting HC Europe. So I'd have to be up as early and I'd have to go to bed as early. So that kind of just fell off a little bit. And now I've moved it back to where I try to start my stream by 9:30, and I've been hitting that mark, but I don't think I ever, like, vocalized that I've changed my stream in the morning. Night streams, to me, are extra. I feel like I'm giving a lot of extra now, because as you all know, my life changes pretty dramatically towards the end of March. So I'm kind of assuming that I'm not going to have night streams ever again. I hope that's not the case, but I'm assuming that that eventually will leave. So I just count them as extra and I kind of play them whatever. The other issue too is that when I do night streams and I play with friends, I have a horrible habit of not stopping. Like, I'll just game until midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, even if I'm not streaming it. And I'll just oversleep in the morning, and suddenly I'm tired, so then I have to end my stream earlier on the morning stream. It's mostly just a bad personal usage of time. So it's a me issue more than it is a schedule issue.
One more is a thing.
Yeah, right? Like, I get into one more mode and I just can't fucking stop. Like, I'll end Apex streams lately, and then I'll have friends that'll like, hit me up afterwards and they're like, hey, come play some Apex. Like my roommate or like Walter, and then I'm like, okay, I'll play like 2 games. And then I play like 20 games and I can't stop. So I have to learn how to be an adult and just be like, no, I'm done doing this.
Time to learn how to function on 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that would be a skill that we all could really, really use, you know? So yeah. I'm sorry that my schedule is so poor. In particular, what are you looking for in my schedule that I'm missing out on? So I can have some context.
Honestly, my big thing was more of a specific types of games or specific games on certain days.
Oh, yeah.
There's another streamer that I may or may not have that has been doing Final Fantasy Fridays for like 3-4 years.
Sure.
And he's on like 13 now. So things like that, something that people can just expect and tune into if that's what they want to watch, and if not, then they go do the.
Yeah, that's fair. I did that with JRPG Saturdays. I did that for Dragon Quest and actually did complete it. And then I think I wanted to start another one, but then I was like, wait, Kingdom Hearts 3 is out in like 3 weeks. I don't want to interrupt a game because I know when I interrupt games, I don't finish them. But yeah, those are just excuses. I could definitely be better at that for sure. I'm planning to do that with Kingdom Hearts, so whenever I get that day selected, I will attempt to commit fully for it, just for you, buddy, just so I remember.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Because, yeah, I do agree that schedules are good and needed, but yeah, I should get better at them, for sure.
I just thought the one, like, at least one, like, specific game kind of helped the community know what they were getting.
Yeah.
For that.
Like Witcher Wednesdays, and then I just fucking fell off of it 3 weeks into it. I don't know, man. I just have a hard time. Like, if I'm not feeling a game, I just can't force myself to play it, and I need to get better at that.
Understandable.
This is my job.
Well, you should definitely not force yourself, because chat can tell when you're having fun.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
A lot more fun when you're having fun.
Yeah, exactly. And I just need to figure out that balance, or I need to figure out like a routine. I think one thing that I've actually been learning recently is I've been not meditating, but I've been taking a little bit more time to kind of just like sit around and think. And I actually have found that that's helping me a lot with like focusing on a game that I want to play, or figuring out my week. So I think I want to start doing that a little bit more. I have like a little hot tub place that I go to, and I just go like hot tub for like 15 minutes and just think about how I want to handle the content for the week. So maybe that'll help with those schedules that I need to get better at.
Well, that's all up to you, because as it goes, you do you. We'll be here.
Thank you, Zeno.
Regardless.
Will you pet Nico for me?
I will. He's sitting right here waiting.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, buddy. Good talking to you.
Yep, you too. See ya.
Again with the hot tub. What's wrong with hot tubs, Quiet Man? I like my hot tub. I'll take a picture of it, chat. That way you can know what hot tub it is.
Flexing on chat though.
Is that flexing? It's an apartment hot tub. It's not my hot tub. It's not like I bought that shit. It's part of my amenities.
Alright, okay.
Is that a flex?
Well, no, if it's a community one, I think it's okay.
Okay, I use a community hot
So,
tub.
like, you had one, like, in the backyard or something.
Oh yeah, I got one actually in my room. That's in the back corner. That's why I don't do Beat Saber streams anymore.
One time you threw the saber into the pool and was like,
Yeah. The corrosion blew up. That's how I knew about the corrosion. For Sia. We got anyone else? Or are we done? Are we done, Zo?
I think we're done, unless you want me to, like, go harass chat.
We don't have to harass chat. We're not done?
I mean,
Velociraptor, why aren't you coming and talk to me? You had a lot to say in Discord the other day, buddy.
yeah, Heisen, come on.
Heisen, get in here.
Yeah. Everyone can get in here. Even if you just want to come ask your question and then leave.
I just want to know about community days. Community days are really a catch-22 for me. On one hand, I find them fun in certain elements. On the other hand, I get really, really fucking annoyed when one to two people, and this is like me like being like real talk, I get really, really, really annoyed when people adamantly go out of their way to ruin my gameplay experience for a couple of cheap laughs. And I know that's not fair of me to say, and probably pretty dickish to say, but that has happened now 3 times in 3 different community days, the segments I've set up in 3 different spans of time. And it really, really tilts me. So I just don't do them anymore, because I don't want to just ban people for community days. But like, it happened in Heroes when I did Hero Sub Days. It happened when I did golf with friends, blah, blah, blah. Like, I understand jabs at each other. I understand, like, people wanting to, like, have fun and whatnot. But I think the line is crossed when you're actively ruining your own gameplay to ruin mine for the stream. And I don't know how to tell people that they're crossing that line. And so I just stay away from it. Because I don't want to manage people. I don't want to tell people how to play games, right? But at the same time, like, I want to be able to play the game in a normal fashion. Like, sometimes things happen on accident. Like, for instance, Golf with Friends, the Collision. Like, Collision is meant to be funny. Like, it's meant to, like, ruin shots occasionally, and sometimes you run into each other. But people were using Collision as a way to, like, chase me down and knock me away from the hole and put me in last place, which is fine. Like, I don't mind being in last place. I don't mind losing. It just felt like I couldn't play the game, you know? So, I don't know. I get tilted way too hard on community days. So hopefully that kind of explains it. I need to figure out how to deal with that. But, I'm not doing community days because I don't want to play games with you guys. I'm not doing community games because I want to be able to play the game myself while playing with people. So there's that. Who's next? Marble on stream is fun. Yeah, but it got kind of boring. Marbles on stream is the same few maps. If it has more updates, I'll definitely check it out. Like, I'm just casting the same level over and over, you know? But I think it's pretty fun. The community is full of butts. I wouldn't say butts. Yo Dabba Dabba, is that you?
Yo, yo.
Hi, Yo
First
Dabba
time, long
Dabba.
time.
Long time no talk. It's been like, what, 3 days?
Yeah, you're welcome for the carry, first of all.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I
Um,
definitely enjoyed having 10th place in Apex. It was good.
Yeah, we got close. First question. Whose stream do you like to lurk in, and whose stream do you like to chat in?
I like Bam Bams occasionally. For chatting in. Lurking in, I watch Vinesauce a lot. He's probably one of my favorite streamers to watch on the side. Or is it Vinesauce? Yeah, Vinesauce. That was Vsauce, but Vsauce is a YouTube streamer. He's kind of this like variety streamer that I kind of look up to. Like, that's where I want to be as a streamer one day, where you're able to turn on your stream and he might be complete ass at video games, but he's good at holding a conversation, which is something that I'm trying to work on. So I look in his stream a lot, and that's about it actually. Maybe Lyrics, but Lyrics kind of a big guy that I would expect a lot of people to already know about. I occasionally go to summits when I want to hear the word dick a lot, because I don't know why, but he has a fascination with the word dick, and I don't know, it makes me laugh.
Maybe that's where the Apex stuff came from.
Yeah, that's probably where it came from, actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, those are probably my 3 top streamers. In terms of my friends, Who do I watch on my friends on the regular? Like, I'll pop into Walter's stream occasionally, see what he's up to. And then actually Salinity, I like watching Salinity stream a lot. I find her to be quite hilarious. So that's
Super immersed.
Yeah, she's super immersed in video games, man. Like, I don't get how she's so terrified all the time, but I love it. So yeah, those are probably my top streamers. Insom makes me jealous of his skill, Velociraptor. Okay, so I can't watch Insom that long, but I have him on.
Second question or last question: which non-mod in your chat do you think is probably the best overall gamer?
Non-mod in my chat that's actually a good gamer.
Wait, are
Basically
you
just
playing
not
that mods
Chef.
are good gamers?
Yeah, but the mods are all fantastic gamers. That's why you're modded, obviously.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay. I actually haven't seen too many people game. And I think it would be different on genre, right? Like, if I were to look at a number game like Diablo, I would immediately think about Ixpix, because that guy just dropped so much knowledge when we're talking about Diablo 3 or DBD. I feel like
Yeah,
Laragon...
PvP or PvE.
Yeah, I feel like Laragon would be pretty good at video games. Is he? You play with him, actually.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I've only played a few games with him, but yeah, he's pretty decent shooters.
Yeah, and
Like,
then...
he knows like a lot about every game, I feel like.
Okay, that's awesome. And then I feel like every Heroes chatter just knows the game inside and out, so they're all fantastic gamers, so I can't even like compare them in terms of skill. I don't know, actually. I feel like it'd be the lurkers. It wouldn't be the ones that talk that'd be really good at games, you know? Like, they're sitting there gaming with my stream up over on the side, and they're just plowing through. So I would assume it's some lurker that I haven't talked to before. That's a hard question, man. You can't put me on the spot like that. Because I haven't seen their gameplay, you know? The only thing I have is Smash, and I remember Code, what was his name? Code Ren did pretty well. I think Akuba was pretty good at Smash as well.
He ran the table on us.
Yeah, so I think there's a couple, but he's a mod, right? So.
True.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's all the questions I got.
That's all you got? That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alright, well thank you, Dabba Dabba. Thank you for stopping
Back
by.
to eating.
Back to eating. Enjoy your food, buddy.
Will do. See you later.
Alright, who's next? Who's next? I lurk, but I'm shit at games? Hey man, at least you can identify with it, you know? Hi, Crypto. Hello? Hello? Your microphone does not work? Housekeeping? Housekeeping. He left us. He left us.
Apparently I made Xeno mad, so...
Why is Xeno
Okay, how
mad?
about that?
Oh, there we go.
Xeno, why are you mad? Don't be mad. Hi, Crypto.
Hi.
What do you want to talk about?
So you've already kind of touched on it a little bit about
Yeah.
like community games, but have you considered doing like a
Doing what? Sorry, I missed that last part.
board games like on like tabletop simulator through Steam?
Oh, I've heard about that. Are there games that can be dramatically ruined because somebody has vision of my screen?
That you can play literally any board game, and not necessarily with the community, but you could get like Salinity and some of your other streamer friends.
I think we did it once. We played, what was it, Hail Hitler or whatever it was called. Which I didn't think was that fun of a game, mostly because I didn't know the rules. And when I yelled that somebody was Hitler, they were actually Hitler, but they told me I couldn't call them Hitler, and so I got mad and left the game. But Secret Hitler, that's what it was. I don't know, could be fun. I know Salinity's interested in doing variety. Again, it just kind of boils down to the how do we get all the streamers on at the same time to play different games, right? Like, even fucking getting people to play DBD every Friday has been a hassle and a half. But I think that could be fun. That's a good idea. I'll have to explore what's on there. Like, do they have chutes and ladders?
Any game you can think of, board game wise,
Okay.
I'm sure there's a mod for it.
If they got like Settles of Catan and stuff like that, that'd be kind of fun actually.
They have that.
Okay. Alright. Well, I know because Caldor and I want to game more often together now that he's left, so that might be actually a really good idea. I will talk to him, see what he wants to do, and see if we can find additional players. That's actually a good idea, man.
Cool.
You smart.
I try.
I try. Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming on, man. Thanks for the idea.
Yep.
So who do we do next, chat? I do have like time for 1 to 2 more questions, and then I need to go because I have to bring down my stream for casting Heroes of the Storm. Because I have to put on a 20-second delay. So I might as well take a break, eat some dinner, prepare for my evening stream, and then I'll be back. Question for you guys, by the way, before we do this. Do you mind a 20-second delay if I were to go ahead and just continue my stream after casting Heroes? Or do you think that ruins the entire vibe and I should restart my stream? Hi, Oker.
Hey, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, enjoying the farm.
You have a really pleasant voice, by the way. I did not expect that to come out. Okay, hi. How's it going?
Hi.
What do you have
Well,
for a
I had a
question?
quick question for you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I used to do a little bit of Twitch streaming, you know,
Mhm.
here and there, and most of that stuff came from actually watching Pally Time.
Walter!
And, yeah, Walter. And loved watching his stuff. Watched it for about 3 years, and decided, hey, I just sit on my ass and just watch this stuff. Why not just do it? You know.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of curious where your motivation for streaming came. I don't think I've actually ever heard a story where you decided just to up and start.
I actually started streaming because I wanted to prove to people that Murky was an ass. Like, literally, that was the entire premise of my streaming.
Was a what?
That Murky wasn't bad at video games, or that Murky wasn't bad in Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, okay.
Literally, like, I would watch streams all day when I was a Heroes community manager, and people would sit there and just fucking flame my favorite characters. And as a community manager, I was like, they're not that bad, though.
Sure, right?
They're not bad. Like, why are you flaming my hero? And so I went to Blizzard, and I was like, at the time, Blizzard didn't allow people to stream. You weren't allowed to because there was a lot of PR issues with, like, if a streamer said something, it could be used as like a Kotaku article out of nowhere, and because you were working at the company, you were a representative.
Well, it's really changed now, then, huh?
Yeah, it's really changed a lot. So I worked internally with a lot of people, and I was like, listen, like, I want to stream. Give me PR training. Give me whatever you want. Like, I feel like I'm good at this game. I could do this. And so Blizzard took a chance on me, actually. That's why I really respect Blizzard, because they taught me a lot of PR. They gave me the window to be the only person at Blizzard that could stream while they set up classes, and that's why I was like so PG, right? Like, I was so kind, I was so nice, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing wrong by Blizzard.
Right, I mean, you have to watch what you have to say.
Exactly, like
all the time.
I had Blizzard representatives watching my stream all the time, like watching what could happen, like if I said the wrong thing, what could happen to the company. So I had a lot of weight on my shoulders that I had to be careful with. But the entire premise was like, I just want to show that Murky can be played, and so I started streaming. I showed off Murky, and then I showed off the rest of the gameplay. And then eventually, like, it got to a point where Blizzard was like, okay, so people can stream it, and it's gonna be okay. The landmark is changing a lot, and they wound up learning how to teach their employees how to speak to people. So they started classes, taught them what they could and could not say, and then more people started streaming, and now it's just like an everyday thing that people at Blizzard can do.
So that's gotta feel awesome knowing that you're the one who kind of like started up all of that. Then
it's nice that they took a chance on me, right? Like, there were a lot of people that wanted to stream, but luckily somehow I was able to be the one that Blizzard was like, okay, sure, go do it. Let's see what you can do.
Right.
So, and it wound up growing into now a career that I can do, which is pretty freaking awesome. But I am so thankful that people at Blizzard were willing to fight for me and willing to help me get that goal. But it did just boil down to literally like fucking ZP and Moonfair's flaming Murky, and I was like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna start my stream and show you guys that Murky can be played.
Right.
And
so yeah, starting off on like it's just like a childish tantrum.
yeah, it was a childish
turned
tantrum.
into a lifelong goal.
It really was, and then I started showing like Abathur and then all these other characters, and that wound up becoming like it's my job now. So that's
So
where it all
was that
started.
kind of how you jumped into the HGC, or was that after or before?
I've always done casting on the side as something for fun. I did it a lot in StarCraft, and then I made it somewhere in StarCraft, and then I was working for IGN under the umbrella of IPL, and then IPL got shut down, so I kind of just lost that entire job. That's why I became a community manager for Heroes. And so I always wanted to like cast, and I enjoy casting. I find it to be a very fun, entertaining thing to do, and I like yelling about shit occasionally. So then when I heard about HGC being internal, I was like, well, I want to stream, and I like casting. This could be a window for me to launch myself as a caster, which I think I could do pretty well, and then slowly work on my stream on the side. And that's the rest is history. Like, it burned into that, but I did casting because I enjoy it, but I thought it would give me more time to be able to stream, and it did. I was able to take my hours from 25 hours a week up to 45 to 60, depending on how much I was able to cast or stream, and it grew my stream enough to be able to get me to where I am now.
So with if you don't mind me asking one more question, with things with Blizzard and HGC changing and whatnot and casting, I haven't seen any news on that in a long time, so I don't really know what the recent stuff is. But would you plan on casting anywhere else, or is Blizzard just kind of your casting home?
I really enjoy streaming, so I'm more focused on that. But I do like dabbling in casting. So like I did
Mhm.
Smash yesterday actually,
Okay.
which was very very fun. But you could tell I didn't know anything about the game, right? Like I walked in expecting like just casuals playing Smash Brothers in a doubles match, and I thought it would just be me kind of learning the game while they're still kind of learning the game in quotation marks. But it wound up being like quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of people that fucking care a lot about that game. So
very much tryhards.
yeah, it was very much tryhards, which I appreciate. I just didn't know I was walking into that.
Right.
So I had to learn on the fly, and I think my quarterfinals casting was pretty bad. But I think through semifinals and finals, with the help of Lauren, I was able to learn a lot about the game quickly and be able to have an analytical mind, and it wound up going all right. And so now I'm in this position where, like, do I keep going back and casting because I find it fun, while knowing that I'm half-assing it, or do I just stop completely? And that's kind of where I'm just sitting right now. So,
just kind of sitting in limbo.
yeah. Like, I think the one skill that I have as a person, that I am lucky to have, is that I adapt really fast. Like, I learn things very quickly. I'm complete ass at them at first, but if you give me 2 to 3 hours, I can at least get the basics down, and then from there fundamentally figure out the game. So I can use that in casting, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Not to like pat my own back or whatever, but
No, of course not.
hopefully I answered
I
your
get
question.
ya. Yeah, no, of course.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What happened to
Keep
your
going.
streaming career? Did you just get tired of it? Like, what happened? You said you were running. for
You
a while.
know, just family. You know,
Yeah.
I know. A while ago, I talked about going through that divorce, which me and my wife thankfully patched up. But with all of that, just came so much stress. And
Yeah.
we've got 2 kids and a third on the way, and so.
Well,
You know,
congrats.
and I'm wanting to do that. You know, thank you. I have my computer set up, and I have everything to do it. You know, the last thing that I need is just a webcam and the motivation. So.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's with a lot of people. You know,
Yeah.
they want to do something, and the dream's there. The motivation is there to want to do it. They just have a hard time.
Well, I guess just like if you do it, just do it for fun, right? Like don't push yourself too hard. You know, like it sounds like you
Right.
got a lot on your plate already. If you want to do it, then do it. Have some fun with it. I would recommend turning off your viewer accounts because that's actually the number one culprit for a lot of people. Is like they're always looking at that number, you know, and that number is
One
such a
things I
pain
did,
to
I
measure.
started off with Divinity, you know, and
Ooh,
Divinity
yeah.
for me was very fun because it's very story driven.
Sure.
And it's very narrative, and I enjoy talking, I enjoy speaking, and so that's just what I did for. I think my longest stream was just sitting there for 5 hours, just talking.
Heck
and
yeah.
Just having fun with it.
That's cool, man. Well,
Yeah,
I hope
I enjoyed it a lot.
I hope you get back to your roots whenever that may be. That's
Me
I always like hearing people's stories on the side, you know.
Right.
All right.
Hey, well, hey, thanks for streaming, Trick. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask a few questions, and yeah, enjoy, man.
Well, thank you, my dude. Thank you. Later, yo.
Later.
I beat Celeste already, and I'm on the messenger now, Jubaka. Keep up with the times, bro. All right, we got maybe a couple more questions. Do we have anyone else in particular?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi. This is Canty.
Hey, 3.
Okay, let's just get it out in the open right now. We're not playing Witcher 3. Okay, it's not happening.
Yeah, I was told. I got here super late, so I was told Witcher 3 question is out of the realm of possibility.
Are you mad at me?
I was. No, not really.
I like the game.
I was gonna. I know.
Okay, I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I love the stream, and most importantly, I love the community you have. It's very wholesome and lovely.
Aww.
And I think you should, even though you get mad at us sometimes, because we are very needy and ask of you a lot, we just want the best for you and for the community.
What the fuck, Canty? What's this wholesome message? What is this? You're gonna make me cry, dude. Thank you, buddy. Oh, now I
Yeah.
need to play Witcher 3 for you. Now I feel bad.
You don't have to do anything for us. Just as long as you have fun on the stream, we all have fun. So any game you play, whatever you do, just have fun.
it's all about the Hyaxi. So
You're actually making me tear up, dude. What the fuck? Why did you show up with this? You're so kind. Thank you, Canty. Do you have a question or anything?
not really.
Just wanted to say that. Well, I appreciate that, man.
Yes.
I enjoy seeing you in stream every day, buddy. You make my day. Even when the Witcher 3 banter we have going on. I just want you to know that like I enjoy that you stop by and you say hi. And I know that like you are very supportive of all the variety that we do, so I wanted to thank you for that personally. Thank you very much, man. Seriously.
Thank you for being so nice and for streaming for us every day.
Now I'm gonna be mean for the next 2 days, just so you know, to get this out of there, because this is too nice. This is too wholesome. I can't handle this. This makes my heart flutter. I need to go full Grinch.
Oh no.
Oh no. Alright, well thank you, buddy. I'll get the next person in here, but thank you, Canty.
Okay, bye.
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, I actually got like a tear in my eye. Jesus. That actually happened. Holy shit. Hang on, guys. Whew. Okay. Alright, reset.
Good morning.
Yo, what's up, Frost? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Trick?
You know, I'm holding on to life, I guess. You know, just getting through it.
Excellent. First of all, I think the community really appreciates what you're doing today and talking to us. I just honestly woke up and got into chat and saw what was going on. Missed pretty much the whole stream.
Well, good morning. How was your sleep?
Thank you very much.
Do you feel well rested?
No, but that's a different story.
Okay,
I work
okay.
nights, so I get home at 1 a.m. and I don't sleep until like 5 a.m.
How is
you know,
that, by
so-
the way? Do you enjoy working nights, or is it just kind of something that you fell into?
Something I kind of fell into. I closed a liquor store. It's not just like a normal little crappy liquor store. It's a nice, fine, big, huge liquor store with a nice wine department. And it's not your typical 40 beers on tap that you can come in and fill your growlers and whatnot.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's a decent liquor store, but as far as like, it's rough sometimes as far as sleep schedule, kids and family. But at the same time, I like it because the crowd that my customers, I have a really good customer rapport with my customers, and the night crew, the night people are really like my type of people. They're kind of out there.
Yeah.
But I got one question. It's a troll question.
Okay, I'm
Who's
ready
your
for
favorite
it.
mod?
Who's my favorite mod?
Yeah. And you
get-
don't have to say me because I know it sure as heck ain't me.
I think you're
I
great.
kind of fell into that position.
I think you're great, though. I think you bring a nice, I don't want to say level way of looking at life, but I like that you're grounded, you know, which is great. Let's see. If I had to pick a favorite mod, well, fuck.
I don't know that mod.
Oh my god. Do I have to answer this? Like, honestly?
No, I said it was a troll question.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but
I don't know what the rules are, whether this is legally binding or
Yeah,
what.
is it legally binding or what? Like,
no. Negate that question. Scrubs. Who's your favorite character on Scrubs?
Turk. Turk is my
Nice.
favorite.
Okay.
I love his
So
comedy.
now we have to figure out which mod
I
is
like his
Turk,
dancing.
and then we have our answer.
Well, I always consider myself janitor, so that's fine. I'm not Turk. I know that.
Janitor's good though.
I like lurking, and then I'm there when needed, so to speak. That's what I like to do. And then when it's a small cast and we have the tight little family community in there, like 200 or 300 people, I'll talk up. But when there's like thousands in your front page, I'll be quiet and just sit there and lurk and clean up the mess.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the work you do. Like, I know modding is a pain in the ass. It's a thankless job that a lot of people don't get hearts for. I mean, you don't get paid for it. You're fucking doing it for free, out of your own like free
Oh, yeah.
time and love. So, like, seriously, thank you for taking the time, man.
Yeah,
Really.
No problem. I think all of the mods in our chat do it out of love and respect for you. I found you through Pally Time as well. I was watching a live stream on YouTube with you and him, and I heard your laugh, and I had to find out who that was. And I found you 2.5, 3 years ago almost, and I kind of unsubbed. Don't tell Walter this, but I kind of unsubbed from him on YouTube because he was on YouTube there, and took my $5 to you and been your sub ever since.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Taking
Any
money
day.
from
I'm
Walter.
gonna-
Goals.
Tell him I said this.
I won't. Don't worry. Well, thank you very much, man.
But I'll let you. I'll wrap it up. I just wanted to say hi to you and let the chats hear my voice for once. But I'm on my phone, so I can't hear what they're saying about me. They're probably talking mad crap.
It's
about
all
me, but-
loves, and they're saying they love your snorting laugh, actually. So it's awesome. Well, thank you very much,
Right
Fossils.
on.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, y'all have a good day, and Trick rules.
Thanks, man.
Happy gaming.
What a nice dude. What a good guy. Be nice to mods, chat. They care about you. And they care about the stream. Okay. Okay, for real, one more person. Who are we doing, Quiet Man? Who is it?
I don't know. Everyone's already been. There's currently waiting.
Oh, so we're done. We're good.
Pretty much, unless Heisen wants to jump in. She's.
Are we done? Is that it?
Isn't doing anything. So. I think so. If you're done, we're done.
I think I might be done. Wait, Yoda,
I have one last quick question.
Okay, last question. Last question.
All right. So yesterday, when you were casting the Smash tournament, why did you wear a sweatshirt instead of a nice preppy shirt? It seemed a little hot.
It was a little warm. It's because I had a Dignitas logo on it, and my old Dignitas shirt is not the old logo, the one that I wanted to wear. It has my name on it and stuff. So I wore the hoodie because I just wanted to make sure Dig was getting some rep. But yes,
Nice.
it was a little bit warm. So maybe if we get a different shirt, that would be good. Heisen. But yeah, I wanted to rep Dig while they're casting. So
Just tattoo the Dig logo on your chest and go shirtless.
that's a good idea. You know, I'm sure people would
I
love to
see
see my
no
puffy
downside to
areolas. That'd be great while I'm casting Smash. Fantastic idea.
They can be the eyes.
They can. Fucking quiet, man. All right, I'm gonna call it. Thank you all for the questions. Quiet man, do you have anything since you were helping?
No, I'm good. I asked some troll questions at the beginning. So I'm
Okay. Well, everyone give hearts to Quiet Man for helping and pulling people over. I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
good. Zeno is there as well. Hearts to Zeno.
Hearts to Zeno as well. Thank you, Zeno. I think he was down there in the waiting to talk to Trick mode. So Zeno and Quiet Man with the big helps. All right, bye, buddy. I'm gonna call it and say bye to the stream.
How do I hang this up?
You're still here.
There's a little phone with a cross at the bottom of the chat list.
There you go. All right, I'm muting. Bye. All right, chat. That was kind of fun. Hopefully you got some questions answered about important things and got a little bit more of a mentality of where I came from. Fuck you, Canty, for making me tear up. That was ridiculous. Jesus. My golly, man. I thought you were going to yell at me about Witcher 3 and you just hit me with that nice thing. My golly. Jeez. Alright, well, anywho, hopefully you guys got some answers to some questions. Maybe we'll do some more of this in a couple months, maybe. It was good to hear from you guys. It's good to hear your voices, actually. Now when Spiky Chris talks shit, I'll just know that he's in his little accent. I'll be fine. We found out that Sinark is hilarious, by the way. Sinark, hilarious, dude. Streamer never gives me a chance to ask you important questions. Do you want to ask a question, Sinark? Oh, we can do one more. Do we do one more? So thank you guys for all the hearts and all the love. I appreciate it. I'm trying my best sometimes. Sometimes I can be a butthead. But I'm not out here trying to, like, not beat games or, like, actively trying to, like, sabotage my stream. I'm just trying to do my best, you know? So, it's cool. It's cool that you guys do support it and you help out. Kingdom's handling me right now. Thanks for the trick. Okay, Sinark. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm back up here in about 40 minutes. We're gonna cast some video games. Heroes of the Storm will be up. There will be a 20-second delay that I do have to implore. So I will be setting that up. But it'll be fun. Okay? So, good night, guys. I'll see you around. Bye. Thanks for hanging.